thought I'd
How
come
you
and see
doing,
you in
buddy?
person.
My
Thanks a lot. We're going to come over tomorrow, or is it Saturday?
Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
And you know what's so nice about today being Friday?
To your streaming.
It's a good Friday.
Is it Saturday that you're doing the streaming?
Tomorrow, yep, 2
Yeah.
o'clock.
We're coming over to that.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Hey, buddy.
I thought
How
maybe
you
I'll get
doing?
Yeah.
streamed. Here's my daddy's.
Look at how nice your eyes look.
Yeah, he gets a little weepy on that one.
Is that you?
I have
The
a
little
pain
guy?
every now and
Yeah.
then.
Oh.
Looks so good.
Excuse me, I've been out in the woods.
It's your mama?
Yeah.
I know,
What was her name?
Ollie.
Huh? Ollie?
Ollie. And her twins' name was Nolly. So they were Ollie and Nolly.
Gee, that would have confused
but you were
you.
trouble dolly too.
And my daddy.
You want to sit back down here?
Julie, why don't
Julie?
you sit over there, because I
Oh.
got like a camera running right here, just so you know, there's a camera
Oh.
running right there.
The camera.
You know that. Hi, John.
Hi.
What's life
We're all on
like?
videotape.
So that's my daddy.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not videotape
What's his name?
anymore, is it?
His name
me
James.
sit.
No, it's digital.
Grandpa.
Digital and that's
Grandma,
what
the
we're
river rainwater.
Llewellyn Rainwater.
Sure see the end of it. Sure see the end of it.
He's got to be a
What?
A widow
Native,
maker.
eh?
Oh,
Yeah, she
tree?
Yeah.
Cherokee.
What's going on?
I got
Where
cut in two
are you?
places.
What are you
Pinned,
doing?
It's got my chainsaw pinned and it's pinned in two places and it's pinned up against the trees.
Jeez, Jerome.
Jenny, why don't you sit over this place?
Oh, Danny, you guys sit over here.
Otherwise,
'Cause
you're gonna
otherwise
just
you'll
take
be
the
in
whole
front of the
camera in the
camera.
back of your head. I just told her that's why I didn't want her
That's why he
sitting
made me move too.
George, you don't pay any
What
attention.
camera and
to
why are we being
Why?
filmed?
Because I don't know how many more chances I'll get a chance to record Jimmy. And I want to make sure we get a chance
Oh,
to record
God.
him.
He's been trying to get Jim
I've been trying to sit
stories.
here and talk with Jimmy for the last 9 years that we've been
Well,
friends.
Been trying to,
Well, okay, so 9 years since we've known each other.
Yeah, but seldom have.
That friend establishment thing.
but
Yeah,
seldom have I been here under a death sentence.
Can I get you water or a soda or anything, Jimmy?
You know, you wait a few minutes and then I like a soda, but
Okay.
I just drank a big part of a malt.
Oh, awesome.
a malt.
Yeah.
Drums all over.
What's this?
We call it marijuana.
It's a new product of the.
It smells lemony.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I was reading along on Facebook today, and you know the John Prine
like
song
lemon.
"Jesus the Missing Years."
Yeah.
Well, This one woman was like writing in because
Well, I've had
somebody
some of
posted it, and the picture of
How much did that stuff
Jesus
cost?
with a couple of the wise
That's what
men
cost you
playing
so much
pool,
money,
and
eh?
Jesus,
Uh-huh.
Jesus
Boy.
has a cigarette and a
Somebody
pool
got
cue,
real
and
mad.
They're standing around a pool table.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this one woman is just livid
Yeah, it's more-
because
definitely
that's
more-
sacrilegious. This is the time of the highest of the Christian model and everything. And this guy's giving her shit like, lady, you know, yeah, hypocrites are real good, but you know,
I don't
how
know.
bad of a thing to
This is your
see
mother?
Jesus
This is
playing
my
pool
sorry,
and
I
smoking
didn't see the
cigarettes?
That's my daddy's family when he was young.
Said Jesus had a sense of humor. You know, he had to have.
Have to.
And this is your family?
No, it was God who had to sit to humor.
Yeah,
He
well,
made us.
yeah, he
This
made
is your mother?
platypuses.
Yeah, it's my mom.
Beautiful one.
And I'm the little guy.
Beautiful one.
Yeah.
The well of rainwater. I like that name.
Well, I'd say your brother was good looking. You were too young to say that. Your brother was a good looking man.
I never quite made it, but nevertheless.
So was it your dad? Was this your dad? Wait, no,
Yeah,
here's
by
this.
seeing this.
Daddy.
You can tell him right away.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah.
That's so. Wow.
That's who his Wiley Post was.
Yeah,
related
he,
to, right?
so he spent his life thinking he was a Cajun, and his first cousin was a Cherokee Indian.
Oh, Wiley?
Yeah. How can he be a Cajun if his first cousin a Cherokee
Well, the
Indian?
Indians could be a Cajun because you know Acadians. It was just the region more.
Yeah, you're
Cajun,
right. It was named
you know,
the region. Oh my God.
really.
Who's hashing that then?
Oh my God. I can't get too high. I got to play tomorrow.
You can't get too high. I have to play tomorrow. We're going to get Jimmy
Oh
so high
my
with the second-hand
God.
buzz here that
Oh,
we'll be wishing he was back in 1967 again.
Oh my God.
it's all groovy now.
God, we
You
went up.
smoking some of this shit?
We had.
No, I didn't think so. I was just saying it hurt.
Yeah.
We had.
I'll get
Part of
kicked
the
out of the
hand
nursing
meal.
Our
home.
weed,
Yeah,
our
you
weed
probably
came.
got all high.
I was in San Francisco, and our weed came straight from, you know, Thai stick from Thailand. My God, talk about a bunch of
Oh.
fucked up people.
Yeah,
You
you'd
can walk
be
down the
like,
street in San Francisco like people wandering around.
yeah, that Thai reefer was pretty.
But it was really great. You know, for instance,
What time, when did you, so what year did you, and I'm sorry to do that chronologically, but so when did you move from Texas to California? How old were you then?
Texas or California.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make you do math. That was kind of sort of a clog in the
He's
wheel.
starting the interview early, isn't he?
Well, no, but because if he was out there,
Yeah.
but you
Don't
were
make
out
him
there in
twitch.
'67.
Yeah, it was 67 is when I went out there. No, I had a hit in 67.
Right, so I say you were already out in that area before
Yeah.
that. You got to see the blossoming and the blooming of how the community was before the end of the Summer of Love.
Yeah.
Just barely.
I told you the story about the guy walking in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In your lake.
I was out in, I lived one block off Golden Gate Park, which was a great place to live. I could get on my bicycle, roll down to the ocean, and then there was a reverse thing that made it very easy to ride your bike back up. And then I tell you about the guy going to commit suicide on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So I went,
You gotta quit saying it, huh? Because I don't know if I've heard these stories. Sorry.
Well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I have,
Still
but
have all
I
this
should. I won't
sponge
say a
and
thing.
kernels left that I made.
What I said.
so I went,
And pot brownies.
I'd go bicycle riding at 12 at night, because San Francisco just rolled over and went to sleep at 12 at night. So I'm out there on the Golden Gate Bridge, I see this guy out, well, I'm not on the Golden Bridge, so I can see a guy out on the bridge. It looked like he was standing over the side. So I rode my bicycle out there, and I stopped, put the brake down, I said, are you gonna commit suicide? Yeah, motherfucker, don't try to stop me. And he cusses me real good, so I climb over the side of the bridge, he goes, what are you doing, asshole? And I went, well, I'm gonna commit suicide with you. What? It's like, so, he was like, just freaked him out. He started trying to talk me out of committing suicide. Pretty soon we ended up at my house having a cup of coffee, and I saw him downtown a few weeks later. It was like, my head's all right. Like,
Oh, that's wonderful.
he just freaked out.
Yeah.
You what? I said, so you think you can commit suicide here and I can't? Yeah, because I was there first. Wow, that's stupid. I mean, so I'm sure some of the stupidest things that ever said in the history of man was said on the bridge that day.
Yeah, getting ready to die.
Yeah. And so,
I'll have water if you have.
but he made it all right. And
Trump.
I probably should.
Well, that's good psychology, though. You know, whether you thought it out or not. I mean,
yeah, it just jumped in my head.
yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I've been thinking about
We can realize the error of his ways.
my friend's house, Bob, who's here, and I was at his house, and we were celebrating his wife's birthday. And she, I cannot possibly tell you, she was so gentle and perfect. I mean, so
Was it her birthday or was her passing?
Nobody's birthday.
I think it was her passing.
Oh.
So I'm standing there, and just Bob, just like this, out of the sky blue says, Jim, say something. I mean, could you give me 2 minutes maybe? So I just stood up there and looked at him, and I thought, what is the thing that makes us all together and love this woman so much? I said, she treated us all the same. And you never seen 60 people start crying so fast. They just like, it hit them right in the middle of the
Make him
head.
cry.
Yeah, they just like, you're right. Oh, God, people.
Yeah.
Hugging
Well, they
him.
needed that. They needed you to say something. You know.
I hit it on the head.
Make him cry.
Make him cry.
Make him laugh. Make him laugh. Or Yeah.
Me-
Well, you know how to
I've
make.
seen pictures of Bob and his wife and their friends and you
This
and,
is a 3-layer,
Well,
so.
and
I get started?
she does look
Oh,
like
yeah.
she was a pretty
Okay.
special person.
Oh
See,
my
Jerome, I
God,
see.
talk about calm and gentle and giving. Oh I had a real good wife, girlfriend then, and pie cooking was a contest between the two of them. Bob and I, we were really made up like that. Is this Saturday night
Oh,
at your house or
man.
mine?
Oh man.
Didn't matter, it was gonna be pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Bob got a job, real good job at a young age, managing some difficult type of company, and so he retired real early. You know, and he has a son, and he has a daughter, and they have just, it's not a big family, but they have children. But Bob is just like, calm, well,
Where's the CG now?
I just dropped in to talk a little.
We met him here. He was very nice, real pleasant.
Yeah,
Who's that?
my friend
Postel.
Bob Postel. He was like, he's,
Oh, jeez.
one time he was,
Speak French? Pastel?
yeah, he's,
I could almost read from over here, but if I got anywhere closer,
I
I'd
can read the
lost.
title out here.
Yeah.
one time I was in the shower, in the tub, and he says, "What are you doing?" I says, "I'm in the tub." "Oh, okay, so he comes on in, sits down on the toilet, and went, "You know, this is a little awkward." He says, "Oh, men have been doing this for years." Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's just an easy
And one of the
guy.
funniest things that would happen,
He's back there.
they had built a fishing hole
That's what this stuff does to you.
about 1.5 miles from my house. There was a fishing hole. You could go and catch all the fish you wanted in a matter of minutes. All you do
Almost
is
got me.
throw some fish food,
Almost.
throw some fish food in there. Boom, they come together, grab them in a net and go on. So one time we were there and this woman went crazy on me. "That is not fair." I said, "This isn't a game, lady. I come to get, this is like my supermarket. To you, it's like, you know,
Oh, there you go,
an
yeah.
oddity. To me, it's a
Who
supermarket.
would come here for
Right.
dinner?
And I have a bunch of people coming right now, so I gotta get these first home. And I remember the story, and I don't know if I ever told this story. Kathy was an incredible athlete. When I met her, she was jumping out of a 6 foot, at least this high. But she came down, 2 other guys kind of caught her, and she flipped across the stage 5 times. I'm like, I gotta do that.
Must have.
Must have that.
Nice
Must have
guy.
that. Look
We wouldn't get
good.
away with that these days. You know.
Look good. Look good. So, so her girlfriend was down with a member of our band, and she said, "Give Kathy a call." I gave her a call. She said, "Well, what do you have down there?" I said, "Oh, we have some marijuana. We have that here. We have some cocaine. We have that here.
Wow.
If you come down, I'll pluck your ears off. I'll be right there." So, I mean, we never parted after that moment. It was just like that.
Boy, talk about, what do they call that?
Well, we were both the
Kismet?
same perverts, you know.
Sexmet?
We're both the same.
The right solicitation.
You know. Well, did I tell you about the kicking she did? Okay, this guy's picking on me, and I'm waiting for her. She's shopping down O Town. Finally, she comes in and senses that this guy is picking on me. Rather sizable guy. She said, and I was pretty unsizable at that time. And so she said, "Quit picking on my husband." And he cussed her real good. She ran across the room and kicked him in the head and knocked him out cold. And when he woke up, he said, "I didn't even see that guy swing." And he said, He didn't. His wife kicked you in the head. She says, "Oh, bullshit." He said, "Go look in the mirror." There's a footprint across the front of his head.
Well, she was good at martial arts.
She was just
A
a
gymnast. I should
gymnast.
say,
She was
yeah.
a gymnast.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
like.
She could have made the Olympics if her parents had the money to have sent her to all those
Uh-huh.
contests. But
Hey,
and we were just fun. We were crazy as hell.
Gymnasts have strong legs.
We would do anything.
she knocked the guy out with her foot, huh?
He kicked
Hey.
it. Can you believe
I've only
that?
been knocked out a few times.
He probably woke up later on in dreams and go like, "Yeah, I dream of someone
Didn't
kicked
see
me in the
that.
head."
Didn't see that coming.
Well, that's my husband. Don't pick on him.
So how long were you two married?
Oh, at least 6 years, I think. And we had the hit record.
Is that this?
Yeah,
You talking about? What was her name again?
Kathy.
Oh.
Yeah. And we just saw each other and just went, bam, you know. And I tell you how badly she sang. The dance review would not let her sing during the singing.
She's
So
a dancer.
So after we got together, I got her to sing. I said, she sounds like a teenager. That's why I think it's so groovy now. It sounds like a teenager singing.
Right.
Because she sounded like a teenager. And so 2 months after we had gotten together, we had a hit record.
Isn't that something?
It freaked out the dance instructor. I couldn't believe it. I've been instructing her dancing for years. I didn't know she could sing. I said, she couldn't.
But it worked for that song.
Yeah, and she's going to end up being good. She ended up being good.
What would you record at 45?
At 45, yeah.
What's the flip side?
Time on your side. That's supposed to very like thoughtful saying. Time on your side.
Time. Is that you say? Not that one.
Just about that you got time on your side.
Yeah.
Talking about a
It's
teenager.
getting thinner.
No, calm down, you know, you got time on your side.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We should have gone to Summer of Love. Not that, but the other one. Woodstock.
You split up the duo, huh?
No, except the stupid company didn't send us. They should have sent us. We had this huge hit.
That would have been perfect for that particular
And
venue.
that hit
too.
was Reach Out in the Darkness?
Yeah.
You thought that one up together? Or?
No, she didn't write. Except mean letters to me. I saw you last
Did you
night.
scare her off, Jim, or what happened?
No, I didn't scare her off. There was just too many people to park out there, so we left. I'm being blunt.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, you have time
that
on
was
your
changing
side.
times anyway. Everybody
You
was
have time on
transit.
yours.
Everybody was going from
'Cause it was supposed
person to
be
person. Or
directed towards teens.
We were
this,
married a
that,
month
band.
after we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Time
good.
on my
That's it. That's
Is
it.
it?
You
Well,
know,
that's a Rolling Stone.
kind of romance sometimes
That's
burns
Well,
bad.
time-
and
time is
Right.
time on your side.
Then it's
Is that Bob? Is that Bob?
then the candle
I
burns down.
could probably say that I'm probably the only person in this group here
And
who ever gave Bob Dylan an autograph.
You gave Bob Dylan an autograph? Tell me about that one. I don't know if I remember that.
Come on.
Mr. Post, can I please have your own jet?
Jim,
Jim.
do you mind? Did I give an autograph? Yeah, Bob. How many you want?
You right up there with Leon Redbone.
We were like,
Where'd you see him? I mean, where was
I
where-
was
all over
around
the
his house several times
You've seen him
up
several
there
times.
in the north. So
You
one
had to
time
chase him out of the club.
I'm walking around his house singing Blowing in the Wind. And this little old man comes out and he's like ancient. What are you doing? I said, I'm singing this hit song called Blowing in the Wind. Why? I said, because the guy who wrote it was a child in this house here. What's his name? I said, Bob Dylan. I've never heard of him. And I said, could I possibly just walk straight through the house? Let me ask Mother. So he goes and he comes back out and says, no. And I said, how about $25? Well, let me ask Mother. Comes back and says, okay. So I gave him $25 and walked straight through Bob Dylan's house. I didn't want to embarrass him in
I had to
that.
go through the home.
Straight through it, you know.
Well, that was very kind of you.
Yeah.
Well,
Where
$25
was that
is
at?
pretty good.
Hibbing, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Uh
Oh my God. Up on the Iron Range.
huh. It's Masabi Iron Range.
So what kind of, pretty modest home, or?
Oh, it was very modest. Yeah.
Mhm.
God, it was.
The Zimmermans.
This room is about very close, you know.
Oh,
But just as I was like, damn, can I have your autograph? I thought he was teasing about it. Oh, go on. I'll give you mine. Okay.
We'll swap on
You know, I don't have it.
Gee.
that's incredible.
Well, that's cool.
Well, I tell you, he had a hell of an influence on me.
Oh, me too, man.
That's some.
Everybody really, but some more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go that far.
Well,
Yeah, somewhere. No,
that's
he's
just the way it
incredible,
is.
incredible songwriter.
Yeah, I mean, it's beyond even
I always just
describing,
thought,
you know.
I
mean,
thought maybe I was just too dense for Dylan, because I always thought a hat on a fence was a metaphor for a hat on a fence, not the working class American, and how it uprose against humanitarians, and so there's so
Yeah,
many.
you would have lost your crowd right away.
Yeah, there's so many people. There's so many people that. No,
What the fuck's this guy talking about?
Well, that's
You're
what- that's what it
talking
seems like with-
archaeology to.
Well, he
you
was
know,
in the progressive rock group. People
Well, yeah,
who were all
a whole
still kind
other-
of
whole other
angst
era.
over and banging on their drums.
I put Bob Dylan's first vinyl album on the shelf at my mom's record store. I remember it was
Yeah.
the first year that he really
Absolutely.
popped on the scene. That first Bob Dylan
So have
album.
you met Joan? Did you ever meet Joan Baez? Or?
Well,
Yes,
I say
as a
the
matter
people
of
who give me
fact,
grief about Bob
a
Dylan
friend of
say,
mine in
it didn't go.
a little
That's
in that San Jose area, south of San
I
Francisco.
really like that song.
She lives there, and he
I
brought
thought I
her
didn't
over
like him.
to meet me. And
Around the same time?
no, this was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, no
Most people
kidding.
don't know what the hell
She
they're
wasn't impressed with me.
People are too short-sighted. There's all kinds of music. You guys
I know
get
when
on.
people aren't
Most people
impressed.
have no depth of poetry.
Outside,
Or,
Jim.
I don't know if it was
Oh,
licking
that's
her
funny.
in the ear or what did it, but I really liked her sister. She was easier to impress.
Oh, yes.
Who's that?
Joan Baez.
Oh,
oh, Mimi Carina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her.
And it's a great name, isn't it?
Oh, Mimi, she was beautiful.
Oh,
She
God.
passed on there, not
Is that how
recently,
those two were beautiful women?
but- Yep.
And Joan was a very sincere person, and she had an incredibly multi-million-dollar house, but she had built a door up on the second floor, and when you drove into the house, it looked like someone could step out of that door and fall 2 stories. But it went right into a tree house she lived mostly in.
No kidding.
Yeah, she lived in a tree house.
Imagine if I had a nice treehouse, I wouldn't mind living in one.
Well, you went somewhere around December,
Yeah.
January.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, it's cold in here.
What? Well, maybe it's in a warmer climate.
Do you know those people who own Charlotte's Web?
I've met them somewhere along the line.
Well, anyway,
But I haven't been over there.
he lives in a tree house.
Where's that? I mean, who's this?
Bill Howard.
Oh, really?
And he's had several things happen to him that was so hysterical, I couldn't believe it. He
I
had
remember
a,
Bill. Is that right where Denny lives? Oh, no, you weren't here that day. It was me and you and Bill and Steve Powers.
Steve Powers.
Yeah, Steve Powers lives in he lives in kind of like a tree house, but like
Yeah.
a tree house mansion.
The treehouse in Manchester.
Yeah, it's like a mansion. He's out
Yeah.
in Northern California, I think.
There's a
Like
lot of
right next
people
to
living
some
in
kind of
trees. I love the
tropical
big tree
forest there or
houses.
something.
No, he lived right south of,
Really cool.
right north of L.A.
They make some great tree houses.
Or north.
Yeah, Laura Canyon.
Okay.
So he it was this tree house that she lived in, you know. I really thought like, man, I want to climb your tree, but I didn't get a chance. And I don't know. I still have the ability.
Are we still talking about Bill Howard's treehouse?
No, no.
No, I'm sorry.
So did you see both of these pictures?
I'm honored to see them, I really am.
I want to look at them.
That's Llewellyn Rainwater.
I gotta put smoke.
This
Gotta
one?
get me out of this
This
circle.
girl?
Yeah, that's my
Gotta
grandma.
step out
That's
of
your
this.
grandmother.
Oh my
Oh, he'll be stopping here
God.
in a second.
Okay.
My grandmother.
This is one
Beautiful
book.
woman.
I know.
So when
Oh,
Danny
cool.
That
came,
Okay.
used to sitting in the circle.
when Danny came back from the war, he noticed, his mom and dad went back and lived with his sister in Louisiana on this big farm, which she needed them for, to give instructions to people driving up stuff. And his daddy noticed and said, Jimmy is really missing his grandparents. Let's send him over. I mean, my Aunt Annie spoiled us. It's amazing we didn't just like deteriorate, I mean, whatever we wanted,
Was that you?
that's my brother Ray.
That's your brother, Rick.
No, let me say, that's my Uncle Robert.
Who's this?
That's my dad.
So you ain't in the picture.
And this is his sister.
Your dad's sister?
Yeah.
Your aunt?
She ended up with a bunch of gray hair when she was,
What's her name? Remember?
Grace.
Good.
She was named after Grandma. Grandma was, when she came back from her stroke, the woman who brought her back's name was Grace. So she called everybody Gracie. But she could be sitting with like 15 people in a room for an anniversary party or something. And she'd say Gracie and they knew which one. Everyone was always so delighted when they got a chance to be around her. And I got to be raised a bit by her,
So I just doing a, because it takes me a while to catch through all of the conversations we're having, if you don't mind. So your father's brother then, or your uncle, married a Cherokee Indian in order for Wiley to be Cherokee.
Let me think. She was, no, that wouldn't be, you see, here's my father. She wouldn't be my father's first cousin. My father may not have realized his mother was Cherokee.
That's what I'm wondering. That's how the heritage came in. Not, that's wonderful to have the
Yeah.
lineage, but
Where'd she come from? Texas, Oklahoma?
Oklahoma and Texas, that part of Texas and Oklahoma,
Uh-huh.
it's the same.
Right.
That planet,
It's
yeah.
all the same.
Oh my God. Mother one time went to get Daddy because he was drunk, and she followed him home. And I mean, she was stunned that he made it home. So she took him into the house.
Yeah, I'm close.
that's tits. It's called tits.
Oh, jeez.
She took him in the house and set him
My
down.
lungs are semi-compromised.
Set him down and said, went into the closet and got a fifth of whiskey and handed it to him and says, you can drink as much as you want to in this house, but I'm not going to be worried about you on the highway again. Now, do you get that? He says, otherwise I'm leaving, going to Louisiana. So he got it, and he would hide his whiskey in the garage, and as a little boy, I'd find it, pour it out. I didn't say, oh, would you tell Jim you quit pouring my whiskey out? Oh, God.
Pouring his whiskey out.
Southern Baptists can really mess you up.
Yes, it can.
I wish I'd have been raised Catholic.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you
That
messed
was how our
yourself
trip
up.
started today.
Yeah,
That
That
was
was
this
the
messes
first
you up
thing he
enough,
said
they
when
all
we were
do.
on the road,
I was a
that he
good
wished
altar
he was
boy,
raised
though. I was always
Catholic.
punctual. My
So
mom
I told him my
sang
Catholic
the,
upbringing stories.
morning masses,
Oh,
I
did you?
served the mass. One,
I was gonna say, you were an altar boy.
I was an altar
Give them
boy.
a lesson on those Catholics, man.
Oh, jeez.
What is that
We
about?
shouldn't pick on Catholics. It is like Easter
why my
weekend.
knees
It's
are
Good
bad
Friday.
today,
Why
yeah.
are we picking on Catholics on Good Friday?
Yeah.
No, he said he'd like to be one.
I know, that's,
Oh, that's a
I'm
It is
becoming a
good.
Catholic.
we were just trying to talk about it.
I don't know, yeah.
Because I can lay in
Ever
bed.
since the Romans, you know.
I can
Well, I
lay in
appreciate
bed on
all
Sunday
religions.
morning and
Yeah, it's all.
television comes on and I can either go in the next room and watch the mass or watch it right there. I've got it made.
Old roads.
I love to hear that.
I've never had it made like this in
Isn't that
my
something?
life.
Yeah, that's
You
something.
know.
Yeah, man.
Jim, it's time for breakfast. What time is it? Time for breakfast.
Yeah.
And you know that they mean now. Yeah.
Good breakfast.
You get up and go somewhere, or they bring it to you.
You have to go somewhere. If you're sick, they're going to get it to you. Did I ever tell you about me and the nun?
Which
I wanna
nun?
hear
I
this.
think yeah.
Anyway, I'm taking a shower.
Melody love. No.
And I get out of the shower and I realize my shorts, I don't have any shorts in there. And this was a place we lived in temporarily. And I go and to get my shorts out of my old dresser drawer, and it made a sound like that. And about the same time, a nun had knocked on the door. So she thought that sound was an invitation to come in. She opened the door. I'm standing there, butt naked, and she just looked at me and said, "Well, now I can say I've seen everything," and just walked away. And I heard her laughing as she's going down the hall, and I'm laughing in the bed. Just no, I could say I've seen everything. Just calm and you can
And
imagine.
she was right.
And she was right.
Yeah.
I felt like they get bigger. It's just when they see a nun at the door, they go.
Retreat.
Oh God, that was so funny, so funny.
I think it would be even worse if you saw a nun and went.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It would
I
be.
think that could even be worse. Yeah.
But now I can say I've seen everything. Calm as calm as you can imagine. She said it. I just started laughing. Fell on the bed. I laughed for 15, 20 minutes. I couldn't get up.
Those nuns, they can have some embarrassing moments also.
God, can you imagine that? Now I can say I've had some of
Serves
those.
them right.
Oh, then there was the woman that was my friend that I sang to all the time. You know, and I'd go and sing for 30, 40 minutes, take my guitar back. So I came back one time, she says, "You should have been here. There was this guy singing for me. My God, he could sing good. It's just wonderful the way he sang." And I said, "Did he look like me?" She said, I kept thinking, this guy looks like Jim Post.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This guy looks like Jim Post. Oh, God, I loved her.
That was Mayor Buell's mother.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
She-
was Mayor Buell's mother.
she had
Jim
been in the
goes-
CIA. Oh, the story she told me.
Uh-huh.
Big
Yeah.
stories. Well, you sure? I didn't hear.
And what was
I
she
wish
to
I
you?
could have.
What?
What was she
Hopefully
to
they
you?
have her stories. for
She was
sure.
just
Yeah, she happened to be
patient
in the audience.
she just lived there.
Yeah.
And she lived straight across the hall from me.
She's
Oh, boy,
Jim's neighbor.
She loved that
Stone
singing, and it looked just like, I thought, this guy looks just like Jim.
I loved hanging out with the old folks when my mom was in there. You know, you meet some great.
They're some of the best stories in the world.
Well, it's a lifetime's culmination.
Yeah.
A lot of those people, they know it. It's a great.
Oh, yeah.
Play a little guitar and dig up some old songs for them. It's great. Really, just.
He was, I tell you, I have never had life so easy in my life. You know,
You got it. You got me.
Jim,
Tell me
Right.
about Mayor Buell's mom, because she sounded like a really lovely lady.
Like I said, I didn't know she was a, I didn't know what connection.
Jim was
CIA.
good friends with her, but I think they became
We
good
lived across
friends.
the hall from him.
Yeah, they were neighbors.
She was a great woman.
She passed?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They took her from the took her over to the hospital. You want to get someone to die? Take him to a fucking hospital.
Yeah. Too many germs,
Too many
or
children.
whatever it is. Too many different areas.
The younger one just hated me being friends with her. And the older one really liked that I was friends with her. Cause
Well, you got friends.
and and Jim did so-and-so. And I was crazy about her. She just, you know, she was like,
Sounds like a remarkable
she was
lady.
98 and she was so excited about turning 100. She didn't make it.
That's quite a long time, man. Into the 90s, you know, wow. You know, that's a long time to live.
Yeah, believe me, into the 80s is a long time to live.
Yeah, I'm creaking now, so I'm yeah, whatever.
So anyway,
Onward through the fog.
You know, a friend of mine said the other day, he goes, well, you know, we're getting older. And I was like, fuck, we passed getting older.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quite a ways down the road. We
Yeah.
are older.
we are older.
For sure.
It doesn't mean that we have to
This is
stop.
it.
We shouldn't stop enjoying our lives.
Yeah.
No, that's all
We
the
are
more.
definitely all officially, I'm the youngest and I have officially hit the 60 club,
Oh.
so,
When?
yeah. So I officially am in the 60 club. I mean, I turned 60 last June. Remember June? Remember my birthday?
That was your birthday.
I think I taught you that day.
Last June.
Yeah. June 9th. Do you remember? Were you here?
What's
I
that?
can't remember. We had a little gathering here. I don't.
Probably.
Probably.
It seems like
You
you
were
Long
were.
time
probably
I've
here.
been in and out of here.
You've been here pretty much every birthday I've had.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had one last June.
So I
Angie
mean, the
were
whole
here.
thing about being where I am is like living in a book. Because I mean, things are happening
So
constantly.
is that why you can't hear who calls
Oh yeah,
anymore?
old folks were busy.
Mhm.
Look, I just heard the audio
Rolling
thing.
around
I
on the
didn't hear what they
wheel.
said, but I just heard
Oh,
the
US
voice.
Cellular.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought that
Jeff
was like their
McMullen.
I walked my
an
mom up and
answering
down them
system or
halls a
something,
lot,
yeah.
you
Oh,
know.
that's Jeff McMullen. See if I
And
can find it.
take her for rides in the old car they got out there, you know, that was her car. You know, all I could do is all I could do. You know. I brought a whole bunch of albums of all the albums I had, old pictures from the early 50s and the 40s, and Dad in the Navy, and her as a young farm kid, and with all the brothers and sisters. And she just loved seeing all those old pictures going through them. It's like,
I saw Elvis Presley for free on Magnolia Gardens. It's a place called Magnolia Gardens. It was on the San Jacinto River, very near the battleground where Texas won its freedom. And there's this new singer passing through, and he wants everybody to hear him. So he and his band are going to be playing. Don't cost anything. So hey, don't cost anything. My jaw dropped. I fell about my tongue.
they didn't tell you his name.
Yeah, I remember his name, Elvis Presley. But I'm telling you, he was incredible.
They have a band with him, like a,
Yeah, and he was a very nice man.
oh, yeah.
Elvis was
Well,
a
Elvis
really
was a
nice
good
man.
guy.
Oh, look at that.
Smart dude, talented. He knew how
Oh,
to
very
just
nice
do
drum.
the thing.
And that was it a green like that?
Yeah.
Discovered
Oh,
along the
yeah.
way.
Really nice.
He could shake.
What was the name of that?
That was
Yeah,
just
the
called, see if I
discovery,
got
the
him, maybe
Colonel-
one or two, anything.
Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah.
So
He
you're
was a
so you're
character.
selling you're selling it yourself
You mean
then,
him?
or
Ron Sell.
All I know
Ron's
is
selling
that
it?
Yeah.
the
You're
good
just
thing about it is that Elvis listened to him.
Yeah, he
I don't have any.
took him in his wing pretty
Yeah.
much. Huh?
Yeah, and he heard.
He's shown it about
Elvis
4
about-
times or 5 times. now. Sure, he's gonna be pretty good
Sun
at this
records.
when he sells it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
looks
what
like
was
you're helping
you
him.
like when you saw him there that time? Was it? He must have been
Well,
pretty
yeah,
young.
when he said he was gonna
Very
try to
young,
do all
yeah.
that stuff, and I
That's
said,
really
I
nice. Chuck does really good work.
dealt with Dubuque advertising.
How long did he
anyway, so-
play? Just like
Yeah, he
I
played.
did this one.
He played a good set,
yeah.
Super.
and it was free, and everybody
I
danced.
mean,
And
although that
Yeah,
makes
Everybody
it
knew
that
who
pretty
it
looks
was
too
when
much
they left.
driveway. You're showing
Yeah.
off the yard more on that
Sold a
game.
bunch of CDs.
Definitely the
Well,
one on the
I
left.
wonder what he played. Love each other, hound
I mean, you
dog.
see that there's a driveway, you don't need to see how
I like
much, you know, you don't
nothing
need to
but
see
a
that
hound
it's,
dog.
Yeah.
you
That's
know.
the whole thought
Cause,
of
and
that.
I think looking
You
at
tell
the
me,
house, it
You ain't
looks,
something in
You
there.
ain't nothing but a hound dog.
it looks
Yeah.
more
Bigger.
naturally like
Much
that.
bigger.
I don't see that
Yeah.
much driveway normally looking at
Yeah, it's
it.
actually an old,
So,
boat
yeah.
diddly,
It is a nice big driveway. And people will go here and then when
Well,
they get there,
guys
they'll go,
like,
oh, look how big that driveway is.
I had this great
old
experience
black guy.
at the
That's
Great
exactly what they're
American
gonna
Music
say.
Hall.
Yeah.
And,
It looks really nice, Joe.
No, it was a boarding house. So I sang, that's life, that's what the people
That's
say.
right.
So there were a bunch of Marin County hippies right down front. There's a very rich people who are hippies. They think out there, and I mean, they're like really shitting on my set, you know. So out comes Brownie McGee, puts his arm around me and says, Jim, do you know who wrote that song? I went, no, sir, but I love that song. It's a great song. He says, I wrote it. And he looked at these guys and he says, I've never heard it sung better than that. Let's go, Jim. They don't deserve you. Oh, we win.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, man, I sang my heart out of that song. But they were like,
Which song?
their jaws just dropped. They couldn't believe that Brownie McGee's out there. with
Yeah.
his arm around me.
Sunny Cherry Brian.
And they hated each other. They hated each other so much, they would not ride the same airplane, bus, cab. They would
I've heard those tales. Yeah.
it's just stories like they barely could get them together to do a show. And but they did great shows.
Meant something.
Yeah.
How could you like do great shows together and totally hate each other? So I'm guessing it's some kind of romantic thing.
Love and hate,
Yeah,
fine
what,
line.
Yeah,
what
makes
else
for
do-
fine music.
Yeah.
But you wrote a lot of blues tunes.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I ever saw those guys.
They were good.
I was out in California for a little while. They played around out there in the Bay Area. And, yeah.
The Great American Music Hall was really a cool place.
Where's that?
In San Francisco. The Great American Music Hall was the name of it. And what would you call the way it was? Was it gold-leafed or it looked like it or something? Anyway, it looked like it had been built a long time ago.
Gilded? Oh, no kidding.
Gilded, yeah. And then there was the boarding house. And so Goodman is on stage just ripping it. And I had hair almost as long as hers. And I'm just going nuts. It's so much fun. And I leaned back too far and caught my hair on fire.
No kidding.
Yeah, I just, boom.
Yeah, that was,
Hey.
And all of a sudden, everybody within 10
New
feet
haircut.
seemed to have a bucket of water. And they soaked
Smells
me.
like burning hair.
So Goodman said, oh, don't be bothered about that. That's my friend Jim Post. He'll do anything for attention.
Oh, my God.
Oh my,
Mercy.
oh my God.
for a standing ovation and a bucket of water.
I had a lot of fun with Goodman. He was just a little twerp. About
Steve
5
Goodman.
feet tall, maybe 5'1". But boy, I'm telling
He
you,
was full of it, wasn't he?
he ripped it. I've seen a bunch of reviews of him by like people like the guy who wrote City of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Said when you first meet him, you can't believe it. Is he going to talk to you or explode in your face?
Oh, no kidding.
He was just so excited about meeting different people.
Yeah. Well, he drug, who was it, Christopherson over to see Prine the night that they met, you know. And,
Then he took Prime the next day to New York City. And that was that.
That was,
rich little Jewish boy.
So how did you two end up, now I gotta, if you don't mind, I love the story anyway, so if you wouldn't mind repeating it for me, but as well as, how did you guys end up at that party that night? What was going on before that you guys ended up at the party that night? The snowflake party?
The snowflake party. Well, I don't even know. We probably didn't even know it was called a snowflake party.
Well, no, you didn't, obviously you didn't until you got there.
I probably just wandered in. I wonder if that's where I danced with Janet and she slapped me.
Well, because as I remember, you two got in the cab and the cab driver was a little leery of taking you guys to the place in the first place.
Yeah, it's something about like, but I can't remember it. I can't.
Oh,
It'll pop up.
I just love that story because, but I was just wondering if you guys had played the show the night before or you were played that night, or you just happened to be in the same club and decided to go
What do you
to,
mean we?
You and Steve Goodman.
Oh, Jerome's talking about the time you and Steve Goodman went into that blues club.
Oh, that blues
Oh,
club.
was it a
Right.
blues club? I thought it was an after party. I'm sorry.
No, it was a
No,
blues
it was a
club.
blues
Oh,
club.
I'm sorry. I thought it was an after party.
No, Goodman calls me. I'm working on Harvard Square, and he's working with Steve. No, he's working with Tom Rush over in Harvard. He says, "Post, it's Goodman. I'm in town.
There was enough smoke from.
What do you want?" He says, "I want you to go to a party with me tonight after you get off work." I went, "Steve, I have something pretty hot going on here. I don't care, it's not this good." I mean, you know, he told me jump. I just asked him why, because it didn't do any good to resist
He
it.
had his mindset.
So I got him, and when we told the cab driver where we wanted to go, he says, "Are you sure you wants to go there?" And we ended up in the black part of town. We enter a club where not only we're the only whites, we're the smallest people in the club.
Oh my
The
goodness.
women were big. The women were bigger than us. So we had to dance with all the women. And oh, Goodman.
They
went
knew
o-
him?
No, Goodman went. Oh yeah, Goodman went over to tell him he was there because Lewis was supposed to show up and wasn't there yet to say, "Hey, my friend Steve Goodman." So they said, "Well, why don't you come on up and play?" So he got up and started playing, and he looked at me and said, "If I was you, I'd get up here too." And I thought, good idea. So I got up, so I sang, I'll never forget it. "We're two little snowflakes, lost in a sea of Indian ink." That place exploded like you just said the funniest thing in the world. I mean, people laughed. We had to dance with the women. We had to drink with the men. And when we called the same cab driver, I said, "Could you help me? Goodman isn't doing real good here." So we carried him to the cab, and we carried him to my hotel because I didn't know where he was, and he didn't drink, and he was so drunk it was unreal. And so I put him to bed, and he just stunk wretched like a barroom. So I stripped him buck naked and put him in the bed. So the next morning I'm like waking up to like, God, I'm naked. I'm buck naked. Post. Oh. Wake up on the I said, "What?" He says, "I'm buck naked." I said, "Well, do you hurt anywhere?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Well, then go back to sleep." He'd tell him somebody every now and then he'd tell that story. And Post stripped me buck naked and put me to bed. Well, it's just one of the moments of a great story, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Don't want to forget those.
Oh my God, he was funny. We were funny. We had a great
He would have
time.
been fun to hang out with him, sure.
Incredible player too. Just
Oh my
absolutely
God, could he
incredible
play?
Oh my God,
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He'd start the show off with "Be sure it's true, would you say I love you, God?" And he'd just rip it. And by the time he was through, man, people are going totally crazy. And then one time I get this call from Nancy. "Jim, would you come over here in a hurry?" So I go over in a hurry, and there's Goodman in his backyard with 3 little naked girls running around. It's just girls, and he thinks it's all right to start running around the house. He said, you see what you have to do? I said, yeah, you get the girls. So she got the girls, and I went over, and it was right where Evanston and Chicago meet. You know, right the street there. So I set him down, and we were watching the cars go by, and I said, you know what, Steve? You could look in any car here, and you really couldn't tell if somebody was a pervert or not, could you? Why are you talking like this? I said, you're a little bitty guy, and you're in the backyard with 3 naked little girls. Man, you took a big chance. Oh my God, did he cried. He was crying, and pretty soon Nancy came out and said, it's okay, Steve, it's okay. You know, you're okay. But teaching him to listen to her.
Yeah.
He came off the stage at the Earl of Motown. She was about, I'd say 6'1" at least. And he was like 5'1" at most. And he comes off the stage and turns and walks and plants his face right between her breasts. And he stepped back and said to her, would you like to learn to dance, lady? I could teach you that. Then he wrote the song. Oh, God.
What song came out of that?
The song, How Would You Like to Learn to Dance?
Oh, okay.
I will teach you that.
I can't remember that.
Oh, my
I love it.
God,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny.
My goodness
And
gracious.
so, it was, you know, it was an honor to have known him, and especially to have been there with him.
During those times, yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
I got to meet him the first night that Brian and him did a concert in Victoria on the island out there outside of Vancouver. And went over to Victoria and heard him in a concert. Then they came back to Vancouver that night. Saw him in a club sitting there. And Steve Martin was up on stage telling, doing his comedy shtick back then. And run into Brian, and they invited me to sit down with them. And boy, that was amazing to meet some
Yeah.
it's like one of those things.
Midwesterners out on the coast.
Yeah.
Great people.
Well, he just met Prime and knew this guy's genius. Come with me. Prime, I said, I'm standing there with Prime.
That's one of my best memories,
He said, so I meet Steve Goodman. He sees my show. And the next morning, I'm in New York City singing for Record Man. And then we got on the plane and came home, all in a 3-4 hour period. And he said, he says you're going to do it, you do it. He said, and now we make him open for every one of my shows, and it's like having Superman open every show. And so one time he came out dressed like Superman. And so, but Prime loved him and appreciated
Yeah.
that he may have never been discovered. You never know.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to believe that, but
He really complimented John's playing too, because he was so simple. But Goodman was all over the place on the acoustic guitar. Really a good player and a strong, happy vibe guy. I mean, really full of good notes.
I'm glad that you knew him too. It's just-
Yeah, I got to meet him a couple of times out there in Vancouver that night with John Prine and Steve Goodman sitting
Well,
in
I'm
the
telling
booth listening to comedy. Then once out in Toronto at the Mariposa Folk Festival.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
met him there sitting on a guitar case writing out a song for somebody that was right there. And he was sitting there writing out the words to
Kinda keeps the air
whatever it was.
outside,
And then he was playing it on one of the stages there. So yeah, I got to run into him a few times, but I never got to hang out with him like you did or anything. But man, what a great
He'd show me in San Francisco, I'd pick him up at the airport. Oh wow. I counted a blessing.
airports bring memories to me of people I have met, like Ramlin Jack Elliott.
Ramlin
took
Jack.
him to the airport. Dave Van Ronk, when he played up in Eau Claire once at this
Just let it sit there.
place at Piano
Yeah,
Bob,
they're
and we all were part of the New Delhi. And Dave Van Ronk came there for like a week, and I went fishing, and I thought, what an amazing guy there. People like that.
I met, he was a great fiddle player.
Master Clemens?
No, no.
Kenny Baker?
No, he was jazz.
Oh, Stefan Grappelli.
Yeah, so I met Stefan Grappelli. And
Had to narrow it down a little bit. You know.
I said Denny Garcia earlier.
Well, thanks. Yeah, but I got that.
so we're,
Give me a stick.
and he's still speaking with a French accent. He goes, Jimmy, that's just sort of my chip. Jimmy, you wrote some songs? I went, yeah, they're good, Jimmy. We were in Chicago. Now Stefan with his partner, what was his partner's name?
Django Reinhardt.
Django Reinhardt. And so he was always having trouble with Django. Because if there was a fish within 100 miles, Django was going to try to go catch it.
He was a gypsy. Man.
He was a gypsy,
Oh,
so
man. What
all of a
guy
sudden the
that-
show would be ready to go, and he'd say, "Is there a fishing area near here?" "Oh yeah, just 10 miles on it." "Go find him; he'll be there." And that's right. And he was that was his curse of putting up with word Django. He was fishing. Oh, but
What a guy.
he
Man.
was a clever guy.
Oh,
He wanted
both of them.
Sabine and me to open a tour for him, but I don't know if he died or what happened. We never did get to.
Django?
No, Stefan.
Oh, I think he passed on not that long ago.
Oh,
He
God.
came up to Eau Claire. Got to hear him at the joint where I first heard you.
Yeah, that
You were
was,
doing your Trees in Love song.
Trees in Love.
And let's see.
I did a song called Trees in Love. And I also did
The other one about the
impersonation of
universe
trees.
expanding and expanding.
Oh,
and
900
so-
miles. Yeah, the Galaxy song.
First time I ever heard him, you know.
Called 900 miles, yeah.
My favorite, yeah.
One of my all-time favorites.
Jim Post telling a story about standing out talking about acid rain, and he said he stood outside there for quite a while with his mouth open and nothing happened.
After what now?
You were standing out there with your mouth open in the acid rain, telling the whole thing, and
Of acid rain?
Oh, I said rain and nothing happened. I kept waiting to get off.
yeah. People remember stuff like that. You know?
Yeah. That's a wonderful line.
Oh, yeah, nothing happened. I don't believe it acid rain. Oh, my God.
That was up in Eau Claire.
That's right.
I heard you and Randy Sabine. I think he was playing with you.
Oh,
right?
my God.
Randy.
He called me yesterday.
Yeah? How's he doing?
He hasn't any work, can't get any work.
Yeah.
He wants me to put a tour together.
Oh man, it knocked the heck out of all working musicians' itineraries.
Well, I think we could get some work, but I
Yeah.
just don't want to work.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a maid.
Yeah, why work? You could just
Sorry, buddy.
you can pick up your guitar anytime for free. You know.
Hey, I have friends with rooms like this.
Yeah.
So, why do I need to go somewhere else? Just cross the river?
Well, it's a little crowded these days. But with all the
Oh, with the mannequins.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah,
over there
yeah.
kind of. I was really, really high for a minute there, and I looked over there and I thought, oh. I swear they came to life for. a
Oh my
fraction of a
God!
second. It's an all-girl band.
It's a wonder I didn't
Well, I
speak
got
to
a male,
him.
male bass player back
Did
there.
oh, yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
the Derby guy.
Yeah.
That's
So what?
Dick Derby and the Rangerettes.
There we go.
You got a name for the band?
No, I'm not getting that far into any of this thing. I'm trying to
okay.
stay neutral.
Well, I was
just-
wondering, just
I just ended up
in
with-
case
with-
you're starting to lose it or
Yeah.
something.
No, I ended up with 6 mannequins. And what do you do with 6 mannequins?
Well, hopefully not much.
Right.
Maybe
Yeah,
move them
see?
around once in a while, vacuum around the base.
You do much, your wife is going
I don't want to know.
I don't wanna- Ah, da, 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 da.
Yeah. No, there's no worries there. But now you know.
I think Rod Sterling is like that.
And now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah, Paul Harvey.
Oh, Paul.
Stefan Grappelli, I got to shake his hand of the master. I tell you, that guy played the sweetest violin. He's, wow.
Unbelievable.
Just him in like a plaid, like a logger shirt or something like that. And, really nice, quiet French little man, you know. And from the first note, you're just like, oh,
You're like, uh-oh. I'm going to put my violin back over here.
yeah. I'm gonna hide it again for another couple of years. No, you get inspired by hearing somebody like
One
that.
time
I got his autograph.
I was doing a show in Milwaukee when they did the Milwaukee Fest. You remember they used to?
Right.
So and this
Some
kid comes up in front of me and says, between songs, he says, "Hey Jim, when you're through, Dad wants you to come around. He's working right behind you." And I went, okay, I figured I'd find it. Didn't know who I was, so I went around. It was Stephen Grappelli. And that's, was it Stephen Grappelli? No.
We
No,
were
it was,
French.
no, it was a jazz guitar player.
Oh, not Django, of course.
I'm thinking John.
Okay, he did have a guitar when I saw him too. Just, yeah.
Anyway, it seems his family really loved Colorado Exile album.
No kidding.
Yeah, and that's the simplest album I ever made.
Hmm.
And he's a complicated jazz player.
Oh.
It's quite the compliment.
Mm.
But, you know, I was such an egotistical little bastard those days. I might not have noticed it.
You were? Come on.
Sorry.
Not you, folks.
That was not right. I should not have laughed. There's times
I saw Jim.
All have what you
I saw
look
Jim
like.
chew out some
Oh, yeah.
kids that were running around in front of the stage chasing balloons, and they were a distraction from the set down in Bellevue, one of the river festivals. And Jim was cussing out these little kids. He kind of started laughing because it was just everybody's going, "The fuck he's chewing out little kids for chasing balloons? What the hell?" You know, and again, you remember things for some reason aside from the song.
Yeah, forget that one. We probably have had a little more experiences together than we realize. You know?
Yeah, I don't always look back on things, but yeah.
I love where I live. It's so simple and easy and dull, but
Dull's good.
I just love it.
John.
Uh,
Dave.
I can't. That's what hurts.
Lucky Charm? I think it's on green.
That's what hurts.
I can hardly walk over the last month. I was kind of disabled.
That's Lucky Charm, Dave.
Oh man, I just
It's
can't.
on green. Just taste it once. I think we really good kick out of it.
See how he is.
It's hot. Well, yeah, give it a little peer pressure.
No Lucky Charms.
Yeah, but it's
Hit
Lucky
this
Charm.
button here.
Lucky
just hit
Charms.
it
Well,
when- yeah,
because
when you're
it's
ready
kind
to
of we're kind of past St. Patty's Day now. We're on
Well,
Easter.
it's 423 right now.
Yeah, we'll do that in
But
honor
Lucky
of
Charms is
420.
kind of like the same colors of Easter colors, so it all kind of
It's like
blends
pine
in.
cones.
Easter candy.
you do look a little witchy.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it?
Yeah, you need to keep it back.
Oh, geez, thanks. I just got it done. I didn't get to do it. I didn't take time to go home and like do anything with it. I just
Shouldn't
came
have
home
to.
and
It's
straight
just
to
right to
it.
the hair person.
It's really healthy.
Yeah. Well, you know, like you'd like
It
to
does
like
look
kind
healthy.
of.
Shiny and
You
straight.
like to kind of like do something with it though when you get home. I usually put a little
Looks like
oil
that
on
wash-
it and just
wash,
kind of
lather,
work with it a
rinse,
little bit.
repeat
A little Richie.
type
Thanks a
hair.
lot.
Does it curl naturally?
Now
Mine
should I
Yeah.
feel self-conscious?
No.
I didn't put any makeup on or
By
anything.
no means.
So.
No, you look very nice.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize you when I first saw you. I thought you were someone else.
Oh, gee. I had my hair straightened.
Well,
I do
Yeah,
that
it is
once in a while.
different.
I can do that in the spring, and I can't do it in the summertime because there's too much humidity and it just bushes out.
Oh, I
so.
never thought about it being straightened. I guess maybe that, I never even thought about it being
You
straightened.
didn't?
Yeah, I just, no, I
Well,
just
you've
saying how
seen
healthy
it
it
though.
was.
You've seen it straightened before.
Yeah, no, I just saw how healthy
But
it was.
usually I wear it curly because that's natural. But in the summertime, if it's
How do
too,
they straighten? What
they
is-
blow dry it with a brush, and then they take a hot iron and just do some
That hurt
swipe
the
over.
hair?
Oh, you want to do it all the time.
I did that to the top of my head, and look what happened. Took the iron right there.
Well, see, I always figured people that use their brains got gray hair, so I just figured I'm never gonna have to worry about going completely gray. Sorry, guys. You guys are the ones
I like
that were,
gray.
you guys are the ones that were thinking about it. Yeah.
Arlo Guthrie used to say, every one of these gray hairs is a thought.
Is it what?
Is a thought.
Yeah. See what all that thinking does for
You know, I
you.
have never seen.
He quit going out and playing. I've been on a website with him. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta
You must
learn
have
to
met
use
him.
my website. Would
You
you
can
help
get
me?
in touch with all these people, you know. I mean, that you know.
Yeah.
I think girl that knows how to play the website stuff.
She's
So-
the smarty pants.
So what do you say, Miss Smarty Pants?
What do
Will
you
you
say
help
about
me learn to run my website?
what's currently going on? Who's currently managing your website?
What?
Who's currently managing your website?
Nobody.
Yeah, what
Do
website?
you have a
Who?
website?
Oh yeah, it's such a good like.
There's
What
a
the
there's
hell?
a
I'm just talking to
jimpost.com. Am I missing something?
No.
Okay.
Is there a Jim Post?
Did you make
Sure
this?
there is.
Yes, she did.
Hmm.
She's gonna learn how pretty soon. Her mom taught her well.
Wait till you
I
try
had to
those
slide over while I'm
caramels.
doing this shit.
What car?
No, I actually the fudge. It was me and Lynn, but you know what? The
You
recipe
can't-
that,
you
the
can't
recipes
eat
that
it.
Lynn and I've been doing are really
You've been
similar
doing
to
really
my
good.
mom's.
You gave up drinking.
Yeah. Matter of fact, today
Man,
we were having a discussion. She said she never used
Try to
corn
maintain
syrup.
my diet.
She never used
I
I
corn
gave
syrup.
up drinking.
And the only time I ever remember using
Because
corn
I used
syrup
to
was
drink
at home.
Quite a while now.
Try to reach
Oh,
me
my
every
mother
night.
always used corn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
like,
so,
you know,
but I never
yeah.
used corn
3
syrup.
or
You know,
4
and but I knew that you used
3 or
it for
4
like caramels and
months and
stuff like
such
that.
like.
I recall, but.
Mm. That's what we
That
did.
was very rarely
too
that we
hard
did
on
that
me,
stuff,
so
so.
I-
But anyway, she
I
didn't
feel-
remember ever
Well, I
using
noticed
corn
I'd
syrup.
wake
So
up
she
in the
started looking
morning
at her
and real-
recipes and she started finding all these recipes and they all
little
use
dull.
corn syrup.
For candy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause it was a cheap way to get,
Glad did not have to think
it
about
didn't have the flavors of molasses.
it.
I'm gonna try to work on the next one to do without corn syrup.
One time I'm driving out of Chicago,
You can make it
right
something.
where 20 becomes, starts around, you know, Rockford. And the wind is blowing like a mother. I mean, unbelievable. My car would go boom,
Mm.
boom, boom, you know. So I noticed there's a cop behind me. His car's doing the same damn thing. So he stops me and pulls me over. As soon as he came up, I said, can I see your license number? And he went, what, are you being smart? I said, aren't you pulling me over for dangerous driving or something? Yeah. And I said, what do you think your car was doing? Oh, I said, wind was knocking you all over the place. So he said, you're right. Okay, I'm going to give you a pass. Give me a pretend ticket. How was I
Pretend
doing?
ticket. Yeah, that's a warning. If you get pulled over for the same thing in the next 25 miles, we're gonna have to.
Yeah. Ticket for driving in the wind. The
Yeah.
answer, my friend, don't drive in the wind.
These must be the ones Lynn was talking about too.
Ooh,
These are the caramels.
that
Because she was
fudge?
saying, why can't we
Yeah,
just,
you're welcome to Pete.
you want some fudge? Or caramel?
Caramels. Oh my
I'm more of
God.
a caramel kind of guy.
Yeah.
I
have that
could
be
wrap one
fun.
up, I'd nibble it. I don't want to eat the whole thing right
Yeah.
now.
Well, we'll
I'd like
have
to.
to learn to live with that.
Just take,
Okay.
just take those. He's got a whole other package in here and I'm
Okay.
making more. And I gave him a whole bunch more today.
These would be
Quit
special.
it. Quit. I'm not giving you any more when I find out you're hoarding it. I
Look at
thought you
this.
were sharing it with
I mean,
people.
That much candy around, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to go in the haywire.
I was joking. She knows she honestly just gave me some of it. It was very nice of her.
Oh, see, it's starting to get a little hard on the outside already.
Don't matter. It'll soften up in the old schnozzle.
Oh, it's really good. She's got it, what Julie does really well, and you're gonna wanna taste a little bit of it. You're gonna have to wanna taste a little bit of it.
I eat a few sweets once in a while, but not much at all. I cut myself off from all sweets
Yeah,
except for this
like I
little
said,
chunk right
the
here.
buttery,
The
the
ones
way
I-
she gets the butter in the back end of it is just,
Well, I think the ones I made last night are better than this.
well,
Those are good. Those are a
You
little.
made these, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a little.
This. Well, you know, little kids in wartime, you know,
How was
they
the fudge?
run up for a chocolate bar.
Wow.
good bargaining thing to have a
Yeah.
piece of candy.
Yeah.
I just love, I appreciate it.
Don't be hoarding it. Eat it, I'll make more.
Yeah, it's good.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
isn't that nice on the backside?
Mm.
What makes the caramel flavor?
It's butter and sugar.
No, it's brownie, it's
From,
No,
oh,
there's a
for
flavor
the,
that's got to be there
um,
to make it taste caramel.
the caramelized.
oh, vanilla.
Mm-hmm. It's caramelizing vanilla and
You
sugar.
caramelize it, yeah, you caramelize the brown sugar. Brown sugar has kind of a mapley
And that
flavor
makes
anyway.
that taste.
If you,
Yeah,
yeah,
but you can use, you don't have to use brown sugar, you can use regular sugar too. White sugar or cane sugar.
It's like the old John Mayall song, you know. Gotta taste the brown sugar, gonna be white sugar.
And then
No.
you put a heavy cream in there, or you can use
John Mayall, you
a
ever see him or meet
condensed,
him?
Yeah, and that was really a dirty
condensed
song.
and that's even-
sweetened condensed milk.
Yeah,
There's a
he's a
little
real
flavor in
horn dog
that
for
too.
what?
vanilla.
Yeah.
Heard him
Pretty much
numbers
vanilla.
down.
Yeah.
Met him and
Oh, God, there's nothing.
I heard a lot of people when I lived in San Francisco.
I'm glad you showed.
Because, you know, I get on my bike and ride about 6 to 10 blocks and I'm with the
He did,
theater.
because I'm making,
then you could go down that one road down south
we got a
and
great
end up
big
in what was
thing of,
San Pablo or
Yeah.
what was San
call it,
San Mateo? I can't
Yeah,
remember the-
San Mateo.
where's my
And
hat?
what's the other one where
Might be stopping by tomorrow
the
afternoon or
dead
Sunday, I think Sunday afternoon.
On Easter?
Yeah.
there's
That's
a university
Easter.
there.
Well, this doesn't do it like that. It just- it
All those
could-
coastal places. Yeah, I was out there for a while.
On Easter?
Wait, the
What the hell I was
same.
doing, learning how to play
I know,
music,
but on
living in a
Easter-
Volkswagen bus.
on
New
Easter-
Mexico and
Maybe
California
Saturday,
and back
maybe
to
Saturday or
Iowa and
Sunday.
Then maybe it's
here and there and back to
Maybe
the
Oh, maybe
mountains.
we're getting it, huh? Saturday, Sunday.
And it was nice.
maybe-
I was
did
up,
they
camped
forget
out
it
in
was Easter?
uh,
Who knows? Maybe
those
there's a bunch
mountains
of
up
them that are
above.
Catholic.
That's
Or
movie
whatever,
stars
Catholic,
live there.
But even other religions besides Catholic
Eastwood.
Bur-
study
Burbank?
or practice
No.
Easter, don't they?
Up
Oh,
Don't
okay.
they?
All religions.
And so I woke up and
Yeah, just one.
I smelled smoke. I said, you know, this region is famous for its catching on fire. I said, I woke my wife up this. I think we better get out of here. Oh no, it's just some little smoke. There's another camper. We're getting out of here. And when I turned the road that went down the mountain to Highway 1, I looked up at about behind us is like 50 feet wall of fire coming after us.
Hmm.
So when I got down, I whipped around and said, and she's going, what kind of man are you? Can't you stop and help fight the fire? Oh yeah. What with? My underwear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. So we said, when I got down there, I whipped the car around so she could see it, and by then it was very frightening. I said, well, shall we fight the fire? Get out of here! Oh, I tell you.
No, fire's nothing to mess with, man. If you can outrun them.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it was,
Mountain fire.
Easter is a Christian
It's those
holiday. This
Christians
celebrates
again.
just the Christians.
Blame it on the Christians.
Yeah.
She was wondering if all,
God gets what
religions,
I read.
or what religions all celebrated Easter. And basically, specifically, I don't know if the Jewish religion, well, no, they wouldn't celebrate Christ.
did celebrate for a different reason, Passover.
Okay.
They paint their front door or something.
Yeah, they used to paint a swath of blood over the doorways to let the dark juju cloud pass over. That's where the Passover comes from, that cloud going by that was taking people.
Just bad Jews.
If you marked over your door, it would pass over you. And,
It kills me is how far
No,
back some
no,
of these
I don't know.
traditions go. You know?
You know what kills me is when I say something bad about Allah in front of a Muslim.
Yeah. They shit their
you always
pants.
know what you're talking about a little bit. Especially when you, well, these days everything's so volatile, you know, as far as talking about just this, that, and the other, and stay out of political rants, you know.
They shit their pants, man, I tell you.
Shit their pants with political rants.
Yeah. Thank God they wear robes.
Well, and I can say this for all in the room, and I think we're just so gifted that we've been able to see whatever times we've seen and be current in the times that we're living,
Yeah.
you know. If they put $2 trillion, you know, if they put $1.5 billion into infrastructure, I'm happy to see those type of things happen. I'd like to see everybody prosper. You know, that would be nice at the very end of my
People
life
should
to-
be okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that's the least we should hope for from our government, is that they take care of us enough to keep us fed.
take care of the indigenous populace, you know. Some more than others, man. I mean, the world is screwing up so much with species and plastics in the ocean. The ocean plastics is like, it's a whole other stage.
Well, the other, same time, I watched
Things
on
like
television the other day, they
Wow, but
think the earth is gonna split soon.
it is splitting. I watch these things, like Dutch Sense, this guy that checks the whole world. The world spins, got a colorful, he's on a YouTube channel. And really a cool guy. He's from right around the Midwest, but he keeps track of the whole world and all the volcanoes and earthquakes and stuff that are going on. And you can see it. You twirl the earth, and it's following, all the volcanoes are following all the plate
Tectonic
lines,
plates,
you know, and which means that the earth is it's like, clack, clack. Some of these islands got a shift here, you know, and plate tectonics and everything. It's all moved before, and it's
Yeah,
very-
when we think of
it's
Europe,
pretty amazing,
Europe and
really.
Africa being connected into
yeah,
through that space.
yeah. They've all swam around Australia and
Right.
things. And I'm just saying that the earth is shifting, and it's a time of that. It's been, things are happening in a big way.
Yeah, and we see the magnetic poles changing at such a rapid
Yeah,
pace.
that's
you know.
a big wobble change there too.
Yeah.
As they said, every now and then it flips this green like a yo, not a yo-yo, something gyroscope. You
Like a
know?
gyroscope, yeah. Yeah, that all of a sudden Australia will be north.
Where's the nearest light here?
Oh, wait here a second.
I don't know, it just doesn't.
Comets, asteroids are dodging by. You see them going flying by lately, between the moon and Earth. And wow, it's just pretty neat stuff.
It's wonderful
And
to be
then
able
being
to-
on Mars, I like to roam around Mars on these late night things to see what they're seeing. They're rolling around Mars, you know, and get the scenery. And as a kid, I was going, I wonder what it's really like to set foot on Mars, you know. 'Cause I was reading science fiction and different things that were.
I think it scares the shit out of you, and you don't want to come home in a hurry.
Yeah. Well,
Well, and for all those kids that never got to see falling or shooting stars, now they'll be able to watch falling space junk burn up in the atmosphere, and they'll go, "Oh, look, a falling star!"
oh, it's doing that. It falls out of the
It's
sky.
shooting
a
at
lot.
it's satellite.
Have you seen all the junk there that's in,
I have.
around
That's
the Earth? It's
absolutely
like
fascinating. Absolutely
every
fascinating.
spot is something that's there,
Yeah.
from a bolt to a piece of metal, or and it's all flying by at least 17,000 miles an hour.
What is that?
What would you like to know, Jim?
Daba.
Diva Kai,
Oh,
Diva
Diva Kai.
she was here.
Yeah, she's a performer.
Yeah.
She was one of the
Great little
first,
gal.
first performers, one of the first performers here.
Yeah, had her on a radio show.
Is that a crocodile there?
Her mom's a local gal. Sharon.
Crocodile.
Looks like a crocodile, bro. Oh,
No, that's just her dress.
That's your
It's
dress,
kind of
yeah.
a mosaic style, maybe a macrame skirt or
I
something.
have not heard much from Diva Carter.
Her mom bought there's that really super cool blue coat with like the fox collar, really super cute vintage coat that I had in my window down at the shop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things I had in the shop. So she
Yeah,
looked really nice.
she got a really interesting voice. Very nice girl.
Yeah, we recorded her a bunch for the Midwest Music Makers, and I had it at the radio station. Had her come in and did the interview. She's
Yeah,
just really
she's cool.
wonderful person,
Yeah, she
you know,
is.
and
I like her
very
energy.
confident. I like her voice and her content. She's just one of those young gals that really has some substance to her, and sounds pretty.
I
And,
thought she moved to Chicago. I hope she was doing well.
yeah, she was gone for a while. I don't know where she's at. I seen her recently though, didn't I? Or something. She
I
seemed,
don't know. I haven't
I got too many things going on.
Here again, I've been more of a hermit than
I
Jimmy
think I
has
might have
lately.
seen something on Facebook maybe.
And that's hard to beat, isn't it?
That's hard to
Jimmy?
beat, yeah.
That's hard to beat.
You
I
still
almost
got
had
that
to
old
work at it.
picture of me with that guitar I'm still looking for?
Oh, I gotta have all that stuff yet.
That was up there on that wall.
I love
somewhere.
that postage. 5-star.
Is it under that other Denny Garcia Frank Hershey's poster?
Probably.
Is that the one? I can't see from there.
If you ever
There's something
chance,
up there.
make me a copy of that 5-star poster.
Which one's that?
That one.
Oh, from the 5-star? Julie, take a picture of it.
Want to take a picture of it?
That was mine.
Yeah.
And try to get your better light on it so it's not those beads aren't shadow on it.
Yeah.
Ever the twain
Did
shall
you bring
meet.
my purse in? I think it's in the car.
Oh, you never even brought your phone with you?
No, I didn't.
Wow, you're pretty trusting.
You think?
And what if you fall, what if you would fall and you broke a leg or something?
Mark Twain. Geez, yeah, he traveled the world for long, you know, and spoke all around the world and these different things with distinguished people all over the place that were scholars of their time, and what an amazing, humorous mind, Mark Twain, man.
Well, what made him famous, he went, the whole world was questioning as to what is Hawaii, where is it? Everybody was curious about it. So I think the San Francisco Chronicle sent him over to look at it. So he went over. One thing says, "I'm coming down the mountain, and there's 5 women swimming naked in the
A
ocean."
little bit more.
So I sat down on their clothes so no one would steal them.
See that? Got the Easter Bunny,
But
Jim.
what happened was the
Jenny
whole
and Cease.
world bought
And
those
little
newspaper
black
articles. I mean, the
And
world.
Marina.
Because they all
Black
wanted to know
kerosene.
about Hawaii.
Yeah,
And that's what made it famous.
It's a black
Other
Too
than
much
the
glare,
books.
you think?
yeah.
That's kind of blurry.
Down
Because
here.
that, you know, they all, hey, this guy's been there.
Would
Well,
you
maybe
So
show-
we-
that did that.
Where?
Yeah, and
Oh, right
the
below.
time when people needed communication from the outside world, because it was the
Oh, that
only way to
sounds
get it
easy.
is by
That's
people
okay.
that were far away writing
Oh,
about it
what
and
is
getting
that?
the word out somehow.
Oh, yeah,
not
Yeah,
like-
sure.
yeah.
One time,
Yeah, and that weird kid.
And he was a good storyteller too. He had a gift of words.
Nice kid, don't get me wrong.
one time his wife,
I should post that
wondered
one. Happy
why,
Easter.
they had never had an argument or disagreement. And he
Okay,
said,
you guys,
because I
just
knew
so
you
you
would
see.
always, I knew you would always be right.
Look at how that picture turned out. You got the
Uh-huh.
Easter Bunny, just happens to be in there. That's
Easter
for
Bunny.
Christmas. Yeah, you see the Easter Bunny? And then you see C's to the left.
Yeah, I'm up there with Molly.
Yeah, there's you and Maureen. There's Jim. We got Black Boom, Kerosene Circuit, and I think that's Andy Benson right there,
Yeah,
Map of
from
the
Map of the
Woods.
Woods.
Who's behind the Easter Bunny?
Who sees?
Well, it's hard to say who's behind the
Medicinal
Easter Bunny.
purposes.
Music,
That was medicinal purposes.
that
The
flows.
Eggman.
Something about
Cuckoo
Marina.
Cuckoo.
Did you work with
Oh
that?
yeah, and medicinal purposes, 4 and 20.
Did you work with that group when we did the Heart of Christmas?
By total accident.
Well, that's just a true thing.
I
don't know where
know,
we
that's
did
the
it.
whole thing is just total accident.
That's
It's
the
so
whole
funny.
wall.
Tell something.
Julie, remember? That's the whole wall.
Oh my god, it cracks me up.
Some kid came in here one time and looked at the room and he goes, "Was this planned?" And it's like, how the fuck could you
Why would
possibly
you
plan this?
Can't plan it. It just grows on the
No,
wall.
It just
It's
No
grew.
fucking way you get
kind of like
planned.
a good fungus.
Okay, I'm posting it.
Well, I'm comfortable.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
You got it made, no wonder.
Actually, I know what
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this on your wall, Jim.
If you want a snack or something, let me know. We can get something down here.
Let's see. Yeah, we could. We had
Fish sandwich.
a fish sandwich. Yeah.
It's Good Friday. You're supposed to eat fish today.
Jim didn't eat though. He had a chocolate shake.
Did I finish it?
Yeah, you did finish the chocolate shake, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you did.
We'll know when you get off the car. Ooh, they're even
Do
better
you
than
want
when they're
to? Do
melted.
you want to grab something to eat or what? Are you hungry?
I can walk to the refrigerator anytime. It's one of those huge refrigerators.
They got pretty good food out there,
Very good.
do they?
Yeah.
So, mind me asking, what kind of meal do you get? Like, you get like a roast beef dinner, mashed potatoes and vegetables,
Yeah,
and
that
that type of a...
Standard American diet.
I'm just wondering when I want to move in. You know, a rotating cook that keeps meatloaf or roast beef or...
I tell you this, it is easy. You know, they come in, mop your floor, off they go. Wash the whole apartment up, off they go.
They run a tidy ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really happy to see you out.
What?
I'm happy to see you out.
Yeah.
You know, it's springtime. We're going to start getting some nice days here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What were you in for, old timer?
Oh, about a
Being
year.
old, I got old and they put me in the old folks'
I
home.
got arrested for being old.
That's it.
I broke out.
What were you in for? COVID.
My,
How long were you in for? 2 years.
Yeah. And the horse finally got moving. Yeah, well,
Thank
yeah,
you.
geez.
I'm so glad Julie picked you up.
What's that? Oh, it's
I quit playing for, well, I mean, all this last year. I mean, not quit playing, but been doing things, plenty of things, fun, but not going out and playing like I used to. I'm playing tomorrow at Catfish Charlie. I'm just going to do that. I got to go home and work on some songs, I guess. Write out my list. I'm just going to, Larry's going to set up his little PA, and we got a connection with Julie, helped us figure it out as far as getting it on
Right.
everybody's
Yeah, you can live feed it
phone
right
or
off.
whatever.
Yep.
I figured, well, do a live stream and just I can get out and play live and whatever. Just
Yeah.
do a normal ramp
Oh,
of
it's
songs
wonderful
or
to do.
ramble on for a couple of hours and
Absolutely.
do my den shit. And if anybody else comes back, and I don't know.
you know,
I haven't been playing that much, so my hands are stiff. But I loosen up when I play. But I ain't been drinking, so it's like alcohol is not a part of it. So yeah,
No.
if it's nice outside tomorrow around 2, I mean, I'm gonna do it no matter what.
you know that picture of
How
me
many times
naked
do you have
in
one?
the shower?
I got that
You got 5?
It's
Or
got
just
both
3?
of his teeth
Oh, I
in.
just didn't know how many.
Yes, I
I only
have.
had 3 or 5. They have the 5
That's
on
how they
now.
hit, right?
You signed my last copy that I found somewhere recently, wherever that
I
was.
get
Five
an
lenses.
incredible
I know,
photos
I do.
of this.
Isn't
You
that-
got 3 albums.
Well, this is actually better than
signed
the
Larry
one last one, the
year.
one I had. This one was, but that's the photo.
That's
this.
the one, and then the one with
That's
the
the
ship.
photo
You're standing on a
I
boat
Oh,
took.
out
that's a
there.
nice, that's a nice for you.
That's a photo I took
And then,
out in Hawaii with
ship
the other
shape or
phone.
something
This
like
one's
that.
better
Ship
than that
shape.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's roughly,
See, the
Milwaukee
river
is
came
where
in
that
here,
boat is.
this side of the, oh wait, no, the river was
The
coming
house
down
right there.
here.
It's
That
not-
side, the ocean
it's not
was
a boat,
coming in.
it's
so
I've been
ocean
thinking
was
that wouldn't be a
flowing
bad
in,
thing
the
to
river was
have, you know,
flowing
have a
out here.
boathouse. You know.
And if you look really close, and you don't see it from here,
I thought it was cheese.
Oh, shit.
Cheese.
wait a minute,
Cheese, yeah.
right,
See, my grandpa, was
Lots of
he,
cheese.
was he German or was he German?
right there,
There's
Joe.
no way he looks Irish, I
That's
guess.
all turtles.
Well, that's a real
Oh, yeah,
mixture.
those are
You got
different.
German. My
Yeah,
grandparents
that's
on
all
my mom's
turtles
side,
there.
they're Germans. They're
See?
Paulsons, you know. And
Pretty-
they came over to Iowa to farm in the 1800s, and they were German. But then the more I look, it's more like some Viking Danish in there, and some God knows if there's a little Irish and Jewish strain in there. I don't know.
What the heck?
Real hodgepodge of Neanderthals.
Confuses a man.
Neanderthals, I call it.
I always figure,
My dad's side is all Mexican type, Indian type,
Yeah, well, with Garcia,
Guanajuato, you
I
know.
could understand that.
Yeah.
Garcia.
You got to wonder where those origins are, though. If it's all more like Olmec Indian, and really natives from somewhere else, and there were so many different types and kinds, and aside from the Spaniards, you know, the Spaniards, freaking Spaniards came in and screwed things up.
I'd like to hear Judy Collins sing again.
I just got a message from Gladdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never hear from Gladdy.
Well,
That's
she's
rare.
happy
We're
now.
all together, and then Gladdy calls me. Must have been a cosmic something or another.
well, see, the wind was blowing out of a different direction.
Yeah.
She was able to get reception. It blew the microwaves down there enough.
I saw her the other day, or last Sunday. I went over there.
Somebody, okay.
I was driving around. I played at the Grape Escape with Scotty and Artie and Marty and whoever else. And then I went over to Council Hill and saw Gladys and Jamie and let's see.
And
Gene and what's his name? Jeff.
Was they really, really happy? Gladys and Jamie.
Yeah, that's good for him. She's doing good things over there. I'm happy for her.
They're both good people.
She's got it together. You know, she seemed really good. She made me a salad and kept me with some coffee and some.
She made an album?
No, well, no, not there. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's
Were you
content
even,
being over there.
were you were there?
Was that?
You were there.
I was there this last Sunday, and I played. There was a few people scattered around in the room up there, and yeah, I grabbed Jamie's guitar and I played for maybe 45 minutes or something. And
hey Jim, are you going to be around for a while? That I should let Gladys know we're here.
No, they saw me walk out. They used to, if I walk out, I'd have to tell them where I'm going.
Should I let Gladys know we're going to be here for a little bit if she wants to stop over?
Who?
Gladys.
Is
Gladys and Jamie.
she's all the way over there in Council Hill.
It's
I
a
don't
long
know.
way over there.
Well, I don't know where she's at.
She lives out at the Council Hill.
They're always there. They
Oh,
never go
okay.
anywhere. You know, they never come to town. Me, that's what they do. I can't speak for them. I don't mean
Well-
that. I just say that.
Is this Gladys?
That's Judy Collins, isn't it?
Oh, Judy
You
Collins.
said you'd like to hear some Judy Collins.
The song was written by Pete Seeger, and the credit to it reads, Pete Seeger and Ecclesiastes, as the poem is from the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. It's called Turn, Turn, Turn.
Oh, Pete Seeger.
Pete in the Bible. Ecclesiastes.
To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Beautiful.
Time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep.
Wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. Time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that to you.
Huh?
You
To
mentioned something here from Judy
everything,
Collins.
No, I love it.
turn,
Nice.
turn, turn.
Used to have her 45.
There is a season.
Both sides now was my favorite.
And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything, turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. sweet, a time of peace. I swear it's not too late
Wow.
to everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, 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 and a time to every purpose under heaven, and a time to every purpose under heaven.
Wow. Thank you.
Very nice.
I never gave her credit for being as great a guitar player as she was. She never looked at that
She had her
net
shit
once.
together, Joan. She was, well,
Who's
she was tremendous.
Look at those eyes.
Great folk singer, beautiful eyes, and she could sing like nobody's business.
Yes, she did.
I don't know if she's still alive. I haven't checked. But she was, she did some of her and Joni Mitchell. Her and
Did Joni Mitchell ever play with her?
Joni wrote both sides. Now I think didn't she? Now?
Wrote one?
There are places
She wrote both sides. Now.
Yeah.
remember all my
Joni, what was her
life.
first name?
Yes,
But
it is.
some have changed,
Yeah.
some forever. Not
Judy was a singer,
This is
singer
a Beatles song, isn't it?
Some are gone.
in my life.
This is Julie said it's her favorite.
Oh. Both sides. Yeah, she's just so good.
Is this about clouds?
Thank you, thank you. This is a song written by a
Moxie, too.
wonderful songwriter. His name is Joni Mitchell.
There you
She said his name is Joni Mitchell.
go. She could tune a guitar too.
Wow, what a capable.
Falls and flows of angel hair, ice cream castles in the air, and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, and now they only block the sun.
My favorite.
They rain and snow on everyone. So
just got here
many
again.
things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all.
Comedians made fun of the song.
Yeah.
Moons
really good
and
one.
Junes and Ferris wheels, that dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way. Well, now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away.
Beautiful.
I've looked at love from both sides now, from winning and lose, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really shake their heads, they say I've changed.
She has a beautiful.
But something's
I'll
lost,
just do
but
that.
something's gained in living every day.
Take it,
I
basically.
looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. I've looked at life from both sides now, win and lose and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall.
Not the reason I played it, you said it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to hear.
Damn that Joni Mitchell.
Yeah. We write a song. Not by Judy Collins. It was right up there with all the angels of the day. Did they get
Both
to you
songs
there,
now
Jim?
by Joni Mitchell. Judy Collins with Our Cathedral and the Boston Pump.
Yeah. See,
And now Joni Mitchell.
yeah. She was. What a voice, eh?
Hmm?
What a voice.
I'd be a little timid around her.
Yeah. I don't know if I can talk.
Joni, look at those teeth. Look at her grin.
With Mama Cass Elliot.
And that's Mama Cass.
Oh, Mary Chapman.
That's Mary Travers.
Mary
yeah.
Travis.
And this is saved.
I'm telling you right
Mama
now, that big
Mary
woman
Travers.
was a very generous
Mama
person.
Jo,
Mama Cat?
Yeah, she's very generous.
Yeah.
Mama Joni.
Never
And
saw this. Met this gal a couple.
The same
And those green castles in the
different song.
air.
She grew up in the back country.
Yeah, Winnipeg area.
Clouds that rain.
Yeah.
Now they
This
don't
guy's
need
that's
the
cute.
sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many
Yeah.
things I would done. But clouds are here now.
The Canadian plains.
I took the clouds on both sides now.
Look at that face. God, it's
He's an angel.
flawless.
Yeah, it's all beautiful.
I ever see Joni?
Yeah, for sure. Hang out with her numbers of times. Not just briefly.
Moons and Junes and February's sweets. Easy and sing when you feel there's a
Not briefly counts, but it's a good briefly. Beautiful person.
love that way. But now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go. And if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away.
You guys versions of the song.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear Mary and
Still somehow it's
I thought
lost
Mary and Mama
in
would play this.
Cable
I
to
recall, I really don't know love.
It's a lot of open tunings. Most of it's here.
Yeah, she's got like 120 some different tunings that she plays or something like that. It's unreal.
Dialed in the way
To
she's
say
going.
I love you right out loud. Rings and schemes and circus crowds. I looked at life
Had two of the little ladies fall in love with me.
Our old friends are acting
Well,
strange.
you're hot stuff.
They shake their heads. They say I've changed. There's
It's a
something
delicate thing to
lost.
handle.
TV.
I'll tell you something funny. I was working the place up in Milwaukee, the Blue Cafe or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And so Mary Travis was opening for me, or I was opening for her, I don't know. But the owner of the club she had not been introduced to. So he was on the stage, getting things ready. When she came up on the stage, she picked him up. I mean, picked him up, took him to the side of the stage, dropped him off the stage, and stay off my stage.
Who was that?
Mary Travis.
Mary Travis
Oh.
did that to
You're
the
the size of
That
the
was
the
one
Blue
sided.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Stay off my stage, she says.
Throw them off yourself if you have to.
But I told her later, I said, Mary, come in. I said, you owe an apology. I said, she said, what do I have to apologize for? I said, you threw the owner of the club off the stage. I tried to drop like a...
You threw the owner up the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nice. She set him down.
No, she didn't set him down.
Oh,
She let
dropped
go
him.
and let him drop off the stage. Oh my God, she was funny.
Yeah.
There was some great music during those times. That woman is a legend. There's no doubt about it.
I'm gonna get rolling, I guess. I gotta get back home.
Get home before it's dark.
Turn into a pumpkin or artichoke or something.
Old Penny has lights that choose to work sometimes and not other times.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, I gotta play. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Who's that down there
tomorrow
on
at
the
2
right?
o'clock. I'm gonna be
Down
there
here?
early.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a comedy series that's on
Casey wants
BBC.
to run one of those
Comedian.
cameras.
I'm gonna get down there around 1.
I got it
Yeah, I
sometime.
gotta go get my shit together. I can't be hanging around if you guys.
Bring back.
Oh, fine.
I'll see you
See
tomorrow.
you later.
Yeah, he's working.
I
The
know.
rest
He's a
of us
working
are.
man, yeah. I'm
I gotta
retired.
get back at it before I forget everything I do. I might have to repeat my 6 songs that I remember. I don't know. It's gonna have some fun. I need to play.
Hey Jim, you know
Plenty of room
there's an event center right like kitty corner from where I live.
I don't know where you
It's-
live. I've never been
It's that
invited.
church. You know how you like those churches?
Yeah, but I've never been invited in.
What?
That's how you remember. You walk up to the door.
Hello, I'm Chris Hawkins.
Oh, James. Oh, dig this.
Alright.
Joni Mitchell and James Taylor.
Mitchell and James Taylor.
Once you would stay down
I think
grip.
they've been in the middle of a pandemic since I moved in there. That's why.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize you hadn't been in
No,
there.
Jimmy's been locked down.
Pandemonium.
Yeah, they haven't let us. This is the first we've had to break you out.
Yeah, it's about time. Screw them germs. Germy little bastards.
Turn it up, would
I
you?
got both my shots.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
Fully vaccinated a month and something ago.
oh, so you're free to travel and do anything?
End of January and end of February, I got one over at Platteville. They called me up and they hit me up with Moderna. One here, one there. I was 2 shots to the wind.
Oh, you didn't get one in each the same arm?
No, I switched arms. I wanted one in each arm so I could kind of feel the difference if there was one. And, wasn't much to it. A little bit sore for the rest of the day. That was it for me.
They shot
I
us.
didn't get nauseous or anything like
They
that.
spotted us at least 2 months ago.
Pedialyte. They say you should drink Pedialyte.
Yeah, drink a lot
Because
of
the
water.
effects are a lot of like a hangover.
Some people do get
Oh, for the
Shot.
vaccine.
Yeah. So you should drink
Wait,
Pedialyte.
James Taylor going to sing or stand?
I don't know, it's a whole concert, so I didn't know it was a concert when it came up.
I'm gonna go use the real restroom, I think,
Yeah, please.
before
Just put it back when you're done.
I bring up the neighbors.
There he is.
Call on your rainy day man.
Joni and
Now
James,
simple pleasures they all pay you. Store-bought treasures, none can say you know now. Look for the signs to ease the pain.
Well, one time
Ask
I was in
again.
San Francisco. And I get a call from Bette Midler.
Looks like another fall.
Jim, can I come over and you like help work on my improv? And I went, sure, you know, totally complimented. She comes over. We never got to the improv, but we also, I don't think, got to what she was coming over for. And I just didn't even realize it till I was writing my book. I went, shit. she did. I went downtown and heard her, and I said, forget everything I taught you. You're amazing. You're amazing, you know. And that was all these years later, I realized she didn't come over to improv. She went over to improv, but not what I thought.
She's an incredible show. Oh man, that woman put on an incredible show when she first came around, wasn't she?
Oh my
God.
She was incredible.
Yeah, that was cabaret and theater and live action and rock and roll all thrown into one
Plus,
stage.
she was an
What was
extremely
it?
nice
The
person.
Something Mrs. M, what was it they called her? Or?
And Devon was in it.
Yeah, there you go.
She was raised in Hawaii, I think.
Oh, no kidding. I didn't know a bunch of other
That's
backstories.
interesting.
I just remember.
So when Mark Twain came back, what happened was he went to the newspaper, sent him to report about Hawaii, and he wrote all these articles, and every newspaper in the world ran the articles. And when he got back, he was famous. And that's what made him famous.
His newspaper articles. Yeah.
Wow. That'll wake your mouth up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We got the bright and the dark and I don't know if we can start with the bright one.
What's that mean?
One's on the dark side, the dark berry ones, and then the other ones are the bright side, they're sweeter and the more tropical fruits.
So the dark ones are what?
A dark berry like raspberry and that kind of stuff.
Are they ever going to open that club again?
Oh,
Oh, the Blue
Breeders?
Room?
yeah. maybe. Rick won't, no.
No, Rick won't.
Why?
He wasn't making any money.
Oh.
Al was barely squeaking by, and I think Rick had to work
Well, in COVID, you can't have a.
a club with
He
only
could have
25
stayed
to
open.
30
He could have
people.
kept it going if it wasn't for the COVID thing.
Mm.
What do you do in the middle of a pandemic? You can't have an open mic. People can't share mics. Everything closed down.
Yeah.
It wasn't just you that there. Everything else closed down too.
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of clubs that have been promoting and supporting live music for 20 years have not been having music.
Wow.
Yeah, the lift still hasn't got live music back
Yeah.
yet.
Who, what, where?
The lift, there's still not live music at the lift, yeah.
I know.
I
We
think
lost
they're
a
going
lot
to
of
give me
our live
shit when I
music
get
stores.
home.
Were you late?
No, I didn't even tell them I was leaving.
What do you mean you didn't tell them you were leaving?
Oh, they'll be looking for you.
Jim, I'm not gonna pick you up anymore if you do that.
You mean I could get rid of you that easily?
Yeah.
You have to do the right thing, man. They'll
How
be
could
looking.
you not tell
You might,
them that?
might have them worried.
Do you have your phone?
They must have known you were coming or seen you.
Do you have your phone?
They always see me coming and going.
No, they don't. They haven't seen you coming and going for a year.
He's an official SKP. You might want to call him or something. I don't know.
They call me, they call
I'm
An
me.
gonna-
old jailbreaker, you?
Do you
APB.
want
call
me
me
to send a
King
message to Cindy in case they're looking for you?
Mhm.
They know that you were
Huh?
coming to get him.
Yeah,
Come on.
just call me, tell me I forgot
Oh.
to.
Julie, will you take a
Do you want to
picture
call
of Jim
them?
and
Do you have their phone number on your phone?
You want it on your phone, Jim, or Denny?
I don't know if I have it.
Julie, take a picture of Jim and me,
Yeah.
would you please?
Absolutely.
With my diddly bomb flying hell.
Wonder if it'll break your phone.
It might. I'm testing it to its limits these
Tim, you
days.
gotta start telling them when you're leaving. Jesus. Because I was planning on picking you up a couple more times, but they're not gonna let you. They're gonna start giving you grief. She said, do they know? And I said, oh yeah.
Jeez.
God, that's killing me.
Hit the
Yeah,
side
don't do
buttons,
that.
otherwise it'll knock out. Hit the white button.
I'm gonna drink of water.
Yeah, yeah, get yourself together.
Let's get the marijuana out of the way.
Yeah, get the
She's
Well,
still
it's
the
legal.
paraphernalia.
non-essential.
It's legal here.
Well, yeah, but still.
That a good enough background for you? You wanna put the mannequins behind
No,
them?
that's right. That's
Put the mannequin band behind them?
a little too much light in that one light back there.
It'll be on
Oh,
a
there you
flash.
go, got it. I'm getting to adjust with my fancy,
Do I look amazingly good?
so.
You look amazingly good, Jim.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way. There
Let's
we
see,
go.
do I look pretty?
No, you might
Too
should
much
have those
light.
glasses checked.
No,
I need new glasses,
like this.
new eyeballs.
Okay, one more, you guys.
Should we do the George Harrison multi-face thing?
No, thank you.
There, oh, there, I got some really good lighting there. Awesome.
Okay. Thank you.
Good enough?
Get a good picture, make one.
I gotta have some souvenirs on this high technological thing, this flabby thing here.
Oh, Jim,
Wow.
look at this.
Silver engine.
When I reach my destination, there's a store.
That's a great song.
Our train pulled into town one morning.
One of my heroes.
Riding on the
I think so.
railroad.
Mine
The
too.
silver engine drew my admiration. She was decking flowers.
Wonder who's playing with me.
And 100 bright red
Randy?
coaches trailed behind a cannonball. And when the train pulled into
No, that's down in Memphis.
The frugal clapper is the person who posted it.
Sisters.
Who's the frugal clapper?
I don't know if I click on rotate now, but it'll Oh, you think his picture was down there, you mean? Or the recording?
I don't know.
Oh,
I doubt it, that's a recording. I love the people blocked out in the streets. They gathered around, restless expectation, as if some long lost friendship were going to be. God, Kendall Carter. Now and then I used to yell out, "Sit down, Minnie!"
This fella sure sounds pretty.
Look at this.
Let's sing.
Those are two girls instrumentals.
Playing with you?
Yeah, two sisters.
Huh?
Yeah. And singing.
I ate these for a while and I bit my teeth.
what do you know? Oh, it's Starburst. I said, oh, your favorite.
Well, hey, so
They
get
all are my
candy.
favorite.
I thought Starburst were your favorite.
Skittles? Were you wandering around in the
They're
garage
still
playing?
fun.
That's
They're
what it
easier
looks
to
like.
eat than the Starburst. The Starburst is like too much.
Great job.
I'm not used to, I don't eat any of that stuff.
I told you, sir, I just like to watch.
Wish I could build
Huh?
I get into the chocolate. I can't say I don't do the kisses. There were a whole thing.
Not always.
Person, the almonds
You
and
have a wonderful voice.
Oh yeah.
Best we can.
I made homemade peanut butter
Mom really liked it.
for my, oh, you got some in those little, and those chocolate.
All right.
Oh,
Lord,
I know
those
what I
girls
got.
tell you.
Now that I know that you don't eat it, I'm not gonna give it
Who are
someone.
they?
I eat it.
Remember?
I eat things sparingly.
I
you know
can't
that,
remember
don't
the last names.
I have
Yeah,
a
they
lot
were
of it
picking
though.
right
Who's
along.
that?
you? That's Keith Emerson. From Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
He thought it was a girl.
That's Carl Palmer. One of my favorite. That guy's got the best freaking left hand. He's a right-handed drummer, but he's got the best fucking left-handed every drummer I've ever heard in my life. I mean, just unbelievable to listen to him. He's one of my favorites.
Looks like Graham Parsons.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was a girl or not. I just don't even guess no more. Here's Jenny.
I don't know what God's doing to me.
So I learned this song once. I have it.
Wrong?
I just done it a couple of times.
Now I can just imagine it. We heard Jim that night for his last time to the little, and then they got hit by a train on the way. The name of the train was City of New Orleans. Oh, well, the old landlord could not afford.
This is a great song, Tom Dunn.
That's
Yeah.
still, isn't it?
He's dead.
Please don't sing along with us.
Please don't sing along. Yeah.
Oh, well, the old landlord could not afford to keep you anymore. Okay, go ahead, sing.
Go ahead.
Crack yourself up.
Oh, well, the old landlord could not afford to keep you anymore.
Do you remember where this was
There's a
recorded?
crowd in
I think Blue River Cafe.
nail in a padlock
Oh,
on
it's
the
short
door.
forever.
But I still got everything that I own from my head down to the floor. I got my pocket full of hands, a couple of rubber bands, and a key I don't need anymore. I'm back on the street again, back on my feet again. I'm hanging out, hanging on the street again. I can see some of you don't know it, do you? Okay, it goes like this. Back the street again, back the street again, hanging on the street again. Okay, let's go. Back on the street.
That's what he's saying,
Boy,
too.
yeah.
Back on my feet.
You just said it really fast.
Hanging on the street. I'm hanging on the street again. Try to do this faster. Hanging on the street again. Ready? Hanging on the street again. Shut
I wish I was as funny as you.
Now the old bar room.
I'm only funny because I'm pathetic.
Good boy. Has become as warm and friendly.
It seems to be working for you, yeah.
Yeah.
It works for you.
Well, you can't afford to pay. I heard the bartender say,
I like the symbol of the
and the only
Waitress
thing
don't run
they
it out,
got
yeah.
giving away is a piece of their mind.
They only give me a piece of their mind.
The street.
Yeah.
Jim, I think you should go, you should call your,
Okay.
yeah.
Hanging on the street. I'm hanging out, hanging on.
That you should get.
On the street.
I'm gonna be headed home pretty soon,
Still
okay?
not singing.
Do you wanna grab some dinner before you go back, or, well, will you still be able to get something to eat when you go in?
I can walk straight in.
I'm sitting at a
You
big
gonna start singing?
Refrigerator.
You wanna come up here and sing with me? No?
They ain't gonna let it start.
Call Stone Hill
No.
Catholic
Don't get home,
Center
go off.
in Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh.
I found 4 places. Tap the one you want to call.
Holy Ghost Catholic Church. Oh God, I said that.
Let's see.
Oh, God, I said that.
Here's what I found.
Sorry to interrupt the song, but I'm
Oh,
getting a little,
Oh, this
it's
is
just
where,
low.
yeah, this is where I wanna be.
You want to talk about Jimmy anyway, so this is just a
I
break.
just wanna make sure he's not worried.
Where's he gonna go?
That's the bad news.
The girl at the desk knows me, it's Ann Hines.
You went in.
One time they called me into the office,
And
told me that they'd appreciate it if I dressed nicer and combed my hair.
wow. Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Principal.
Oh God, it was funny. Hello, hello, hello. They're not answering.
Maybe it's not working from in here.
We'll take a couple of these.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
You know, just like four.
This is Central Avenue.
I don't know.
It's the wrong
No
one.
sweets, but
Oh, well, they're awesome.
kisses.
Oh, here, let me find it.
Kisses.
It's Easter.
Oh, he's got diabetes.
Yeah,
Keep
well,
it
you
away
don't have to
from
do them all at
him.
once, but that's till Sunday.
Right.
He's got the Sunday.
Thanks, man. Put me in a good spot.
Oh,
Trying
that's
to-
what you're welcome.
Try not
That's-
to
I have
encourage
so many
bad
sweets
behavior,
around
poor
here.
judgment.
Yeah, why would we be guilty of that?
I'm gonna fire up my woolly mammoth out there.
So how bad is your diabetes?
Not bad anymore. After I
What's
lost
your
this
password,
toe,
Lord,
Your frontier.
last May,
I'm sure.
I quit drinking
No.
and
Yeah.
Oh,
I really
shit,
turned my
that's
diet
numbers.
around as best I can.
really?
And vegetables, fruits, nuts, and grains and beans and vegetables, fruits, stuff. And occasional
Flashlight of one thing.
Oh, jeez.
That's my,
breakfast and lunch at the Sunshine.
that's my pretty guitar.
5, 1,
I haven't played it in a long time.
2,
I don't know. I feel pretty good and I lost the right amount of weight. I stay
2,
active.
5,
And,
Which toe did you lose?
this left one here, the
Three,
big toe.
one.
So I've been a little wobbly because of that, and then I fell a few times, and it slowed me
think
down.
so.
My hips were hurting there. It just even till recently, off and on. But if I work too hard outside, it
Still doesn't give
clamps
any-
me up. I gotta watch how much I sit and stuff. And I don't know.
Well, what's your
So I
toe?
use a stick just to have a little tripod
All right.
action and
I get
keep my
nothing
ice and
there.
snow. It's
I'm gonna
I
try again.
can't fall. I'll fall.
No, it's not
I
another
like
thing
it.
getting that
Walking.
password.
Got my walking stick.
Got one walking stick.
Got my walking stick.
And I'm walking all over you.
I got my walking stick. I'm in my king. Alright guys, I'm gonna roll.
All right,
I'm trying to
Denny.
get moving.
I'll be there early tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope it's a great show for you tomorrow. It's
Well, I'm
really
gonna
beautiful
go
weather.
home and write a list of songs that I
Now,
think I
what
can
time
still
is
do.
it?
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And where is it?
Catfish Charlie's on the waterfront
Oh,
there.
yeah, that,
You've been there,
it's a
maybe.
restaurant.
Restaurant,
Yeah.
Good eats and.
Catfish just put a little thing out. I don't know if you get it.
Hey.
It's just a little notice and it's real nice.
Oh yeah, I heard on the radio though he was promoting Catfish Charlie's on the radio. Of course, I don't listen to the radio much. He probably does that all the time. I just caught
Well,
it
I can't
today.
sing as pretty as Judy Collins or look as good as Joan Minson, but well, one of them girls, a couple times. Anyway, yeah, I'll do some.
Look at that,
Look
it
at
came
that.
off.
See, I'm so hot that the cushion fell off.
Yeah, I just had a company over the other day, they leaned on the back, that hasn't sealed, I take it.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
Might have to think of
Those chairs.
Another
We've
method.
been through a lot.
Good news and bad news, huh?
Day. Well, that warms it up.
What I wanna do
Ted clamp it.
is fix this thing around the top of my bed. So
We gotta
it's-
do some stretching. Did they say they're outlawing yoga down in Alabama because it promotes Hinduism?
What?
Did you read that the other day?
What?
I read it just yesterday. It was like
No.
down in Alabama they want to outlaw yoga because it leads to Hinduism.
Don't you think we have bigger religions to worry about other than Hinduism?
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
the most
They don't know what they're talking
It's the
about.
most passive
Yeah.
religion as
Another
there is out
dumbass
there.
Alabama thing to say, I suppose. But,
Oh my
you know, I read that. I go, this has got to be a joke. You know?
Mm.
No, it's Alabama, and that's.
Stretch. I gotta call it stretching. Don't call it.
My
Oh my
goodness.
lord.
Yeah, I read that. That's for true.
They call
Wow,
it
where did
stretching.
you read it at?
On the onion.
On the
Yeah, they do.
I don't know what it was.
I can't figure out your phone, Jim.
Oh, you were trying to do his phone.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, I thought you were
it
doing yours.
No, mine's probably yours. Oh no, mine wouldn't be
Try to-
either, would it?
I don't know if
See what
they
I do,
switched it
pass it
over
up
or
while
whatever.
See you later, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, Denny, be
Call
safe.
Stone
Yeah.
Hill.
Knock 'em dead tomorrow.
Okay. Call Stonehill Franciscan Services on
Alongside of
3400.
the head, tell 'em.
Pearl, I
Stonehill
don't stop up
Franciscan
there.
Services.
Really good.
Pearl wanted us to stop up there on the way.
Yes, this is Jim Post. And I realized I left without telling you I was leaving. Okay, thank you, dear. I told them.
Okay, good. What'd she say?
She said, oh, you were with that weird-looking girl?
Shut
I
up.
said, yeah. They said, oh, no, it was okay.
That
We
weird-
knew you were safe with her. Just keep your neck covered.
She told you to keep your your neck covered. Well, you're really picking on me. Why are you picking me on so much?
Because I like you so much.
That's not nice. Jeez, I don't wear makeup and all of a sudden I look like a vampirist or whatever.
Vampirella was pretty fucking hot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a crush on her.
Hmm.
I still have the magazines. I think the pages are stuck together.
I think you're one of the cutest things that ever walked the earth. In fact, I'd say that you're too cute.
I'll quit.
We have this girl up in our,
They're practicing up there. We could go hear Liz and Pearl practice.
Do you want to go and see two pretty girls, Jim?
go see who?
Two pretty
Liz
girls,
and Pearl
and Liz.
practice
No,
up at Pearl's house.
no,
You don't want to go see them practice?
no.
I posted that on your wall.
I wanted to go either watch football or something like that.
Oh,
Nice. Got a message on your wall.
hang on.
Was that a motorcycle I just heard?
No, that was Denny's car.
Okay, be careful. I posted that on your wall.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, you can see Cease is below.
Yeah, Cece.
Yeah.
I like Cece Norris.
Yeah, I know.
He is a nice man. He's the only person I let sing certain of my songs. This kid, not Bolt. I forget he used to hang out with, Cece.
Kind of cut off the black blue
Did he?
guys.
Was it Denny jumps all over the stage while they sing? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Lenny?
Lenny.
Lenny. He, no, it wasn't him, it was Bolt. Somebody wanted to sing my music. And I went, no, it's theater music. And it's protected.
Yeah. Well, you should be grateful I don't sing any of your songs.
I am.
Like I say, anybody that I don't sing their song should be happy I'm not singing.
God, you're making all kinds of people happy.
Happy. I don't know if I've told you the story or not, but you know the hypnotist Jim Wan?
I think I do, yeah.
Anyway, he's a friend of mine, and so Julie and I and his wife and I all went out for New Year's Eve one evening. And we stopped down at the time it was called Breezers, but down at the Blue Room, and they had karaoke there that night on New Year's Eve. And so Jim and I were at the bar, and we were both a little full, you know, normal.
I can't imagine that.
And Jim said, well, I'll do a song if you do a song. And I said, okay, I'll do one. And so Jim got up and he did that, I can't remember the artist, See the
I
Tree?
see the tree, how big it's grown, and dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Buddy
Yeah,
Goldsberg?
Honey? Yeah.
Honey?
So Jim got up and did that song and just poured his heart into it, you know, and I was like, okay, so it's my turn. And I get up there and I decided I was going to do In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. I thought, watch me, I'm going to
Your
nail
eyes.
this sucker. So I got up there and started singing the song, and Julie tells part of the story, but there were these girls at the bar that kind of looked at her like,
The bartender was like, are you going to stop him? Are you going to do something about this train wreck?
and to show you how bad it was, I knew the disc jockey, and the disc jockey stopped the record and said, Jerome, do you know the song at all? And I thought I was just nailing it. I mean, when the DJ stops the song and goes, do you have any idea what you're singing? You know you're not anywhere near where the song should be. So that was my one and
One of
only
those
song.
nights to remember.
One of those only
And he
bad
has a
nights.
good ear. I don't understand that. I think he was purposely doing it.
No, I was honestly, I thought I was on. I really did. That's
Were
not-
you really drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Very
I was-
drunk.
It was New Year's Eve. I was having some more fun than, I think it was about the third or fourth bar that we'd been to that night.
My best friend, Richard Friedman. We talk at least once a day.
Well, that's nice. That's very nice.
He's my best friend. He's really smart. And he's gotten me some good gigs.
That's wonderful.
And his kids are weird. His kids are the weirdest two kids I've ever known.
How's that, Jim?
They're just weird.
Like born deep in the woods weird, or?
No,
Oh.
city weird.
Oh, city weird, okay. Oh, that's even worse.
You know, there's a woman.
What is it weird? I didn't catch that.
City weird.
City weird?
Yeah.
What does
There's
city
a
weird
woman
mean?
in Chicago that wants me to move in with her.
Mm.
Her parents left her a house, and it's a little too expensive for her to deal with. So I thought about it. I said, you know, I could pay half of that easily, and it's right on the lakefront,
Wow.
and it's not too expensive to operate or something. I know I've known her for 20 years, and
What'd she do? She retired or?
she does radio stuff, commercials,
Oh, it's a
radio
radio
stuff.
lady.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
See, that was a dark one.
What did you say? All right.
I can tell. That had the dark one. I just wanted to eat around them.
What about the dark one?
Two different
The
flavors.
different
in it.
kind of flavors in the Skittles that I should not be eating.
Well, no.
And she is a very nice woman. And I think if it could happen without any intimacy, I have a blunt conversation with her. Because she turns me on about as much as a bathroom wall. So,
Wow.
I understand you wanting to help her out, but, excuse me for saying it, you got it fucking made where you're at.
Well-
Why would you want to move to Chicago near the lake shore?
so I can do ads.
I live in Chicago near the lake shore.
Yeah.
Huh?
I would want to live
Oh,
in
would
Chicago
ya?
next to the
Oh,
lake.
see, not me at all. I'd be at Stonehill.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You would, nah, you're so full of it.
I would too.
You
as
would hate
opposed to-
Stoneville. You can't walk outside and piss anywhere in
No,
Stoneville.
I'm saying, no, but I couldn't piss anywhere in Chicago either.
Yeah, you can.
Next to the lake you could.
Yeah, I just say, it's all in what people enjoy and what they prefer.
Remember I told you
I just thought he
true.
was in a good situation where he's at. That's
Well.
basically what I was saying.
He needs to be able to be more active.
Remember I was
Yeah, but that
telling
happened
you
with COVID.
about Frank Onswaller going to, we stopped at a motorcycle game and on our way home from Springfield. And Frank's telling them all about Galena. Come see Galena. They were all motorcycle guys. And then all of a sudden, like he remembers it, and don't piss on the walls. Everyone laughed so hard it was unreal. And then they escorted us back to Highway 20, and we zipped through towns like they weren't there. Frank, damn, I'm going nuts. Come pick me up. And the old women like, why does he hang out with that hippie? Because he's doing something that's totally different. And I'd drive around and he'd drink beer. He'd say, you know, it's illegal to drink beer while driving, but I'm not driving, and it sure is fun. But those people knew what I did, but half the things I did was I don't man. They'd die. But it's a lot of fun. I told you about him marrying his wife's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were twins, weren't they?
they were twins. So I was talking to him, I said, I know somebody's ready to move in with you, really take care of your house and everything. I got that handled, Jim. I married my wife's sister. So they were twins, so it was just kind of like changing cars.
Oh my goodness.
He was a trip. Things would make him mad. Half the time I picked him up, he was boiling mad. Those women, they drive me nuts, Jim. But it's good to have had someone like that in your life to enjoy. Didn't he just left? Oh, but he lives way out there.
Yeah, he's out in Mud Lake. He wanted to get home and get his song list written and play a few tunes, I think, and just relax for the evening so he's not. I don't know when the last time he played out was.
I may have already played my last time.
You don't know that?
I don't know it, but I'm not excited about it.
Well, I was just thinking,
Yeah, the spring hasn't hit you yet.
yeah.
I gotta do one of these. My
Spring's
wife-
right around the
my-
corner.
Julie made them.
I got thinking that church is an event center just right over kitty corner from where I live. That really pretty church with that they light up at night and stuff.
That's an event center?
I think it'd be neat to go in there and see if we could do like a little,
Let's go in and see.
do like a little,
show.
little show in there.
It's almost effortless.
And we could either make it where we just invite a few of our friends, or we can open it to the public. It's up, we can decide.
Well,
as
let's
we
see
go.
what they think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can rent it for whatever reason, purpose we want.
Yeah.
They won't mind either way, that way.
Is that a church?
It was a church at one time.
Oh, now it's just an event center.
Now it's an event center.
Oh. So it's not affiliated with the church anymore.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the church at all anymore. It's more about a music art thing.
I wonder if camels and elephants ever look at each other like, is she kidding? Look at that neck. Ugh.
Steeple Square is what it's called.
Huh.
Can you imagine that?
What?
Elephants and giraffes looking at each other like, man, you weird looking.
Mm. What do they say about the platypus? Guy had all these parts left over and decided, well, I'll just throw a duck's bill on it and, paddle feet and feet in the back and claws.
It's a duck-bill platypus. Is that what it's called?
There's this event center here. I'll bring it over.
Hell, let's start a church there.
Well, that's what I was thinking. We could do like a. There it is.
It's beautiful.
Look
Oh
at the
my
inside.
God.
Look at the inside.
Oh, that's the old St. Mary's.
Yeah, Old St. Mary's.
I wonder what it cost for an event.
Look at it.
Yeah, you could do a COVID event there real easy.
Yeah, that's another.
Look at this.
Just
It's like Mickey and Judy.
Well, yeah, they have big weddings and stuff in there, but what we're looking to do is, we could do something either on a small end of it, or,
I think we should just wait.
do a little private thing there, or just do just a recording. Doesn't even have to be a show, it could just be a
That's what
recording.
it sounded like in the
We could go in there and just record. You'd love churches. It's perfect.
I do love churches.
You can talk to them and say we want to help promote their event place, and we want to do some video in
Once
there.
Kendall wrote, starts out, when I hear that gospel song ringing out so very strong, I'm 3 steps closer to my Lord. And then there's a song called Sister Liza Bookman. Sister Liza Bookman, she taught me everything I know. I can still see her silver shoes as she danced before the Lord. And on the streets of Houston, she took me by the hand. She said, let me take you to a road to the promised land. Sister Liza Boodwin taught me everything I know. I can hear her.
It's a non-profit organization too. It's a community organization, non-profit. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. I didn't mean to sing over your talking.
I really want to hear you sing. Go ahead.
Kendall wrote a great song, Silver Engine.
Keep doing it. Keep going.
Kendall's Silver Engine.
I
I
get
love
excited about that.
And when they end the last verses, I could see the constellation as it fades into the night. Oh gosh, Kendall's a great writer. And Sunshine Sunday was a great day on my mind. A last-ditch try to look some people in the eye. A quiet word and a quarter showed you cared. You caught me at the edges of despair. You were shiny, new and golden. You were fresh from apple picking time. Oh, what a sight to be beholding. You were fresh from apple picking time. Oh, just a beautiful song.
Yeah, it'd be fun, Jim.
Apple picking time.
It'd be fun for you. Get a recording of it and have a few friends over
I
to.
think so too. Yeah.
Gene Kelly, Judy Garland, and Mickey Rooney
I mean,
put on a road show. Christmas in.
yeah. I think it'd be nice just to get in there and do a little. If you do get in there and just do a
All
little
right.
recording
Christmas
in
in
there.
Galena is such a happy time. By that time of year, we hope the snowflakes can be fine. Children on the east side, by the 3rd Street stairs, selling down the hillside, laughter dancing on the air. Did you ever hear that? When you first come to Galena, around on Horseshoe Bend, you better catch your breath if you haven't ever been to see old Galena in a Christmas dress. 'Cause that's when you're first here and you're bound to lose your breath. When you come in, they say, people on the east side walk down steep and narrow streets. The snow and ice is on the ground, that is quite a beat. The church bells ring along in perfect harmony. Welcome into life, our one and only King. Christmas in Galena, such a happy time.
You
You know what
have to do
happened?
that. You have to do that on December 20th at Turner Hall.
That would be super cool if
And
you
do
do
a
that.
3 or 4 day run
Yeah.
at Turner
So
Hall.
you could just do a little video like.
There's a whole story.
That's why I say that's great to be able to do the whole show at Turner Hall, and it'd be perfect for the audience, and the hall is beautiful and it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Daniel Christmas. The story of Daniel Christmas. They call him Daniel Christmas because he was born on Christmas Day. And the child born on Christmas Day with green eyes and red hair. What else can you call him? The cook named him. And the house they lived in my mind, was this house up on Park Avenue. Can't remember which one right now. Oh, no. You cross Park Avenue, past Highway 20, and that big house on the left.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And it turns out that there was a person who went around giving gifts. they didn't know who they were. Or they'd show up and next morning the guy would wake up and his vegetable garden would be turned. Or just running around town doing all kinds of things. And everyone thought he was this mean old man because they'd see him around at night. And so when they finally caught him, Dad and Christopher's father said, "Miss Parson, do you wonder who turns your garden underneath the moonlight? You woke up the next morning and your garden was beautiful." Well, that was, what was his name? So many words. But anyway, it was this guy. Turned out to be a nice guy. The guy they thought was a horrible guy was going around town doing
Doing things that no one knew about, charity events, charity
Yeah.
things that no one would know about.
yeah.
That's like every year that gold coins ends up in Red Kettle in Dubuque,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so depending on what,
And the red cantaloupes?
in the Red
Red
Kettle,
Kettle,
you know, the
Yes.
Salvation Army.
the other Red Kettle donation when you go into places, they're ringing the bell ringers. Somebody every year puts a gold coin.
They drop a 1 ounce gold coin in it every year in Dubuque.
Well, you caught me. It wasn't me.
Caught me, it wasn't me.
Oh,
No, those are wonderful things that people don't want the recognition, they just want to be able to do the act.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
People can be so beautiful.
Yeah. And if we just turn off the TV, we'll find out that can be true.
What's that?
Who was it that wrote that? Did John Prine write that song? Turn off TV.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's one of John's songs that he
try to
wrote.
find Jesus.
Did you ever hear that recording that Don Greenwood got from?
Oh, shoot, I was supposed to call my mom about going for dinner. Just remembered. I told her I wasn't, I told her I probably wouldn't go, but I told her I'd call her. She's going with someone else.
Oh.
I'm gonna call her really fast.
But Don Greenwood, you know the story that John Prine used to be Don Greenwood's mailman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
And so Don and John got to be good friends. And so John came over to his house one night and they recorded John live in his living room. And it's basically his entire first album, just John doing it in the living room. It's phenomenal to listen to. Don was nice enough to make me a copy of it. I have a copy of it.
Oh, God, make me a copy.
It-
Save my life.
No, it's really wonderful.
John Prine, I think, was born under a star. Because when so many people stand up for you, I saw him in New York City, a video of him, and every star you can imagine, was there to hear that show. And they asked John Prine who his favorite writer was, and he said that guy who wrote, "Four strong winds that blow away, 7 seas that run high." All these, a Canadian writer.
Oh Lord.
You know who I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
do. Oh, God.
That was his favorite song. It kind of like astounded me.
And he was really kind of an underrated, unrecognized artist. He didn't become as famous as he should have for the talent he had.
Yeah, he wrote such easygoing songs.
Right.
All
Oh,
these
God.
things that must come true.
I'm trying to think of his name here.
Well, na 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 na. Oh na 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 la 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 la. Do 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 do.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, you tell people you have things and then you can never find them.
Just wait, you'll bump into it.
I have collected so much music over the years. I'm so grateful for it. I thank you for all of it that you shared with me too as well, Jim. It is much appreciated. Okay, I guess I should say it this way. I used to have a really a nice copy of 5, 6, 7.
You know, this is quite a distance from my house.
Yeah, if you had to walk, it would suck. Don't piss Julie off.
Oh, she's so good to me.
She's a good person.
Yeah. We're two.
It's 6:00 p.m.
We're two good pals.
Yeah, I think she'd be all right.
I tell you, my birthday party in Rockford was beyond. There was so much love. Julie and I didn't even speak to at least halfway home. It was like, wow.
That's wonderful, isn't it? And Jim was just bitching about you.
Always.
Damn that Julie.
Miss you, Jim. Nice to have you back again.
Yeah.
I told him about that CD that Don Greenwood made for me and I can't find it.
What was it?
That CD that Don Greenwood made for me.
From John Prine?
Oh, yeah.
I know I have it, just a little bit.
Boy, that's real good.
What's that, Jim?
The chocolate.
Oh, didn't you?
Oh, the chocolate kisses. You liked it better than the fudge?
Sorry.
That's all right. They make a lot of money off of that. They better be good. My fudge has gotten better since that fudge.
That's really good fudge. I had both.
I don't know. That mint, the stuff you didn't have, the stuff with the mint in it.
There's a woman
That
out
was the best.
at the end of town the other way who claims she has an incredible fudge recipe.
Over to what town?
Kalina.
I don't know. It's hard to put her fudge where her mouth is.
I wonder, no. Put her fudge where my mouth is.
There you go. Everyone else hell.
Weed fit? You doing some weed fit, Jerome?
Beg your pardon?
You doing some weed fit?
No, I had a Wii though.
What are you doing with it?
What am I doing with the Wii?
Mm-hmm.
Bowling and golf and tennis so far. Or bowling and golf, sorry, not
How
too
do you
much.
like it?
How do I like it?
Uh-huh.
No big deal. It's just a play thing. Why, you want to use it?
Did you find it?
Talk much, I'm a quiet man. Beauty and silence, both run deep, and I'm running like crazy while you are asleep. You got news for me. I got nothing for you.
What were you saying?
Don't pin the blues on me.
Why want to use it?
No weed?
Go ahead.
I don't think so, not right now. Maybe another time.
I got it on my wall.
Oh, yeah?
That gives you a little more room when you're playing golf and bowling
Last
and stuff.
Monday night, I saw a fight between Wednesday and Thursday over Saturday night. Tuesday asked me what was going on. I said Sunday's in the meadow and Friday's in the corn. You got news for me. I got nothing for you. your blues on
My
me.
Aunt Pat asks me about that all the time.
Just go ahead and do whatever you wish to.
All put together.
Many pieces I can get to fit. Get some great stuff. I got it on my list.
Hocus pocus, maladjusted. Don't you think my shoes get rusted?
Is that
Steady
work?
losing means you ain't using what you really think is right. You got news for me, I got nothing for you. Don't pin the blues on me. Just go ahead and do whatever you wish to.
Nice. This is recorded in 1970 and
Voodoo
living room.
play, what a beautiful
Oh, this is
sight.
on CD.
Oh,
I
the
was
God's eyes are
never
shining in air, raising beams of incredible dreams. And I am a quiet man. Voodoo's of light, what a beautiful sight. Oh, the God's eyes are shining in
I
air,
could breathe again.
raising beams of incredible dreams. And I am a quiet man.
You almost sound like good, Bob Dylan there.
It had a little bit of that twang to it.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Yeah, I imagine that.
I'm sure that was an influence.
Yeah.
No doubt, it'd have to be. How could you be a folk singer and not be influenced by Bob Dylan at that time?
I just don't know how.
Oh,
Just don't know.
It's not possible. There'd have to be some influence there.
all around the water tank, standing in the drain, 1,000 miles away from home, waiting for the train. Nobody seems to want me, or lend me a helping hand. I'm working my way from Frisco Bay, going back to Dixieland. Yodeling, yodeling,
I never
yodeling.
heard by Dylan. Now he's dead, damn it.
Yeah, but he left a lot of great memories. Influenced a lot of people. He leaves a great legacy.
While window shopping through the past,
Can you do it,
ran
Jim?
across a looking glass, reflecting moments remaining in a burned down lake. Magic, prayers and passion stay the same through changing fashion. It frees me mind like water on a winter's day.
All the other shirts.
Spend most of my youth
Yeah, that shirt.
out home,
No,
home,
not that one. The
cruising,
top one.
and all I got to prove is rocks in my
Shirt
pockets and dirt in my shoes. So
Okay.
goodbye,
You got two button shirts on. Look at this. This one right
Don't
here.
you
Look
know
at
that I hate to leave here from me? I got the flashback
No,
blues.
there's the buttonhole right there. So you got it wrong. This one's supposed
I
to go
got the
here.
flashback blues.
There, look at it. See, now you gotta unbutton this one so you can button this one. You were sitting around in that room too much. You can tell your shirts are, yeah, your shirts are getting a little tight, aren't
Happy
they?
sailors dancing on the sinker.
I know they're making it.
Cloudy skies and pet fruit flies, waving goodbye with tears in my eyes. Wish sure I made it, but the Lord knows a hell of a trip.
There's better. There you go.
Spend most of the youth out home, cruising, and all I got for proof is rocks in my pockets and dirt in my shoes. So time, what it grieves you.
I can't be
That's
check
how
that
much
way too
more I hate
low.
to leave you now. So long, me. I got
I
the
have to take them back.
flashback blues. Okay.
Yeah, that was a nice high. No doubt. I was hoping Pearl stopped down. She said to stop up there. Do you want to stop up there?
So John Prine's not playing up there. Kind of like having him right here in the living room with us.
This is a real sad one. old people I've seen.
We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta like living there. Well, it'd been years since the kids had grown, a laugh of their own left us alone. John and Linda live in Omaha, and Joe is somewhere on the road. We lost Davy in the Korean War, and I still don't know what for. Don't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in their home.
This is one of the first really popular songs in Chicago.
Me and Loretta.
Oh, good when we get mad when somebody said, John, let me play the guitar. Oh,
Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits on the stairs through the back door screen, and all the news just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we've all seen. Someday I'll go and call Rudy.
Huh? No, yeah, I gotta take him back.
We work together at the
Open door,
factory. What can I say if he asks what's new? Nothing much with you, nothing much to do.
this is a
You know
sad
that
fucking
old
song.
trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome.
Tell me how blessed my life is, Jenny, that I happen to run into someone in my life. Because look, I'm grateful for all of my friends, all my people I've run into. And run into someone that happened to be John Prine was their mailman, and happened to record an album, and was kind enough to take the time to say, I think you'll appreciate this enough. I get chilled. I mean, I'm really grateful for it.
God.
You know what else is really weird is John gave me a 45 and it had the name Julie written on it 2 different ways, and I used to do that on my 45s, and I never knew how I wanted to sign my name. And I used to do it too. I would do that all the time, and it really freaked me out because I could just like envision myself. It is possible. It could have been. No, it wasn't a John Prine. It was a Jim Post.
Please
It
don't
was a Jim
just
Post
pass it
record,
by
and it's got my name on it, both sides.
as if you didn't
It
care.
sounds like something I would do because
Say
I
hello in
No, what she's saying is
I
she's
think it
got,
might have been mine from when I was young.
yeah, that Don found is 45 of you, of one of your
One of your
45.
45s.
And had Julie written on both sides of the CD, or on the
Each
record, she
side,
used to do that.
yeah, and each side it has. I used to write my name on my
Sam
records,
Stone
on my 45s.
came home.
And I used to always go back and forth between how to sign my name. I would do my J 2 different ways, and it had it one way on the one side and the other way on the other side. And it was like I could almost remember doing it. I had to keep looking
Had
at the
shattered all his
record
nerves.
and trying to remember it. And
Left a little shrapnel in his
Yeah.
knee.
I got the house.
But the more
when I show you where I live,
and the grass grew
Brian
around
did
the
go to-
I'll
tree,
show you the 45.
and gave him all the confidence he lacked. With a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes.
What was that?
Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
After serving in West Germany in the U.S. Army, he returned to Chicago in the late 1960s, where he worked as a mailman.
Oh, yeah.
Last
What
time.
did I?
So before he was a mailman, he was in Germany,
And Sammy
serving in the
took
army.
to stealing
Then he came
when
back
he
to
got
Chicago
that
and worked
empty
as a
field
mailman. That's when
for
Don
$100
after he got out of
without overtime.
as Don's mailman.
And the gold rolled through his veins like 1,000 railroad trains. And eased his mind in the hours that he chose, while the kids ran around wearing other people's clothes. There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes.
God, this is a good song.
Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose.
Well, for 1970,
Little
this is pretty
pictures
deep.
have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios. Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon.
Lawmaker,
Climbing walls while
lawmakers
sitting in
deadlock on
a
effort to
chair.
lift ban on yoga in public schools.
Well, he played his last request
Yoga.
while the room smelled just like death, with an overdose hovering in the air. But life had lost its fun, and there was nothing to be done but trade his house that he bought
It's
with
already
the
in existence. It's
IPO
a 28-year-old band.
for a flag draped casket on a local Heroes Hill.
Yeah, it's been on the books for 28 years.
There's a hole in Daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose.
I love this song.
Little pictures have big ears, don't stop to count the years. Sweet songs never last too long on broken radios.
I love that line.
Is there enough tape for download Lydia?
Talk about a valuable piece of material. Anytime you want to make a copy of it,
I promised Don I wouldn't.
Whose wife
Well,
and
ask him.
family.
Yeah, like I said, next time I talk
Can
to
I-
Don.
I'll never sing the songs.
Someone like you, I don't mind.
He probably, Don would probably bring you a copy down.
Yeah.
And the time
The
they
fact that I
serve
don't want to
and
step over
shattered
that.
all
Right,
his
yeah,
nerve.
yeah.
Could somebody put it on
Left
It'd be like
YouTube?
a,
little
Jim
shrapnel
didn't want us to
in
copy
his
his
knee.
stuff, yeah. But I bet you Don will bring you one down.
But the morphine eased the pain, and the grass grew
They
around
don't get
his
much nicer
brain.
people than Don Greenwood.
Gave him all the
It's hard.
confidence he lacked,
Cease is okay, but Greenwood.
with a purple heart and a monkey on his back. There's a hole in Daddy's
Sorry,
arm
Tim.
where all
Joe
the
made me
money
cry
goes.
today too, so.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
See what I do?
Died for nothing,
Damn
I
right. Yeah,
suppose.
throw something in there.
Little pictures have big ears,
Chris
don't
Emery,
stop
though,
to
they
count
my
the
God.
years.
they say should bring back
Sweet
Smile.
I may have heard the song right after he wrote it, you know?
Broken
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah, we've been right in the same year.
I can't wait to tell Jenny that it's been on the books for
Sam
28
Stone's
years.
welcome home didn't last too long.
But only in schools.
He went to work when he
so
was
that's the other-
Public
class.
See how they got blown
Not
up
private
to-
schools, but public
See how
schools.
they got blown up to
And
the
the
whole state
semi
couldn't do
cooked
yogurt
was
there.
feeling
But
when he
still,
got
how,
that
what the
feeling
hell's that? You know, you
for
can't do it in
$100
public
habit
schools.
without overtime.
But 28 years ago,
And the gold rolled through his
but
veins
still,
You gotta put a band
like
on
a
it.
1,000 railroad trains.
I'm trying to think.
And eased his
That was only
mind
like,
in
what,
the hours
2000s?
that he
What,
chose.
2002
While
or
the
something?
kids ran around
Yeah.
wearing up
93,
people's
93.
clothes.
No, 93.
There's
Before
a
we were
hole
married.
in daddy's arm.
But since we started dating,
39, so,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
stop
11 years
to
of that.
count the years. Sweet
Hey,
songs
it's Skip.
never last too long on broken radios.
Yeah, they were just sitting around the living room.
Sam Stone was alone when he popped his last balloon.
They had heroin.
Climbing walls while
That's
sitting
right.
in a chair.
I remember I drove by
Well, he played his last
Bob Gibson. You
request
know Bob Gibson?
while the room smelled just
He
like
was a pretty
death,
famous folk singer.
with an overdose hovering in the
I'm
air.
gonna take him somewhere to pick something up. Turn it back
But
on.
life had
I
lost
had
its
bought
fun, and there was nothing to be in the air.
I'm sitting here, it's hard to
I had bought his heroin for him.
But life
Oh, no
had
kidding.
lost its fun, and there was
I'll tell you,
nothing
a
to
good
be
thing
done
happened.
but trade his
One time,
house that
he was
bought
busy doing
in
something.
Nashville
So I moved his wife,
for a flag draped
And all his earthly things. You know, it took 2 or 3 days.
Who is this?
Then I find out later on that he accused her that we had made love. And this is after they got a divorce. We had made love. Not before. He accused her before they got the divorce that we had made love. And so I'm sitting there with her and I said, well, she said, come with me. We just fulfilled his.
There you go, you want the premonition on it.
Yeah. She was such a wonderful woman, and I was such a wonderful man that moved somebody. Boy, guys, thank you very much for this.
I'm glad I could find it, it kind of bummed me out that I wasn't able to find it. I usually put my stuff.
Turn it up.
Flashing their lights, making change behind a counter in a penny arcade, sat the fat girl daughter of Virginia and Ray.
God, it's a girl, isn't it?
Lydia,
Lydia.
Lydia hid her thoughts like a cat behind her small eyes, sunk deep in her past. She read romance magazines up in her room. It felt just like Sunday on Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisy, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Bunk beds, shaved heads, Saturday night, a warehouse of strangers with 60-watt lights, staring through the ceiling, just wanting to be, laying one up too many, a young PFC.
Young PFC.
Donald,
No.
there were spaces between Donald and whatever he said, strangers that forced him to live in his head. He envisioned the details of romantic scenes after midnight in the stillness dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like love hidden deep in your heart.
I never do plastic bottles anymore because I have that water in the fridge. And
Hot
it's
love,
so nice.
cold love, no love at
Oh, it has a
all.
filter. They all come with a
Portrait
filter.
of guilt is
You can
on
filter the
the
water
wall.
here and it'd be as good as this.
Nothing is
Not that the
wrong,
water here is
and
that way.
nothing is right.
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
all the
But just for
lyrics,
some reason, it's so
need love that
Oh,
night.
they need love that night.
Love,
Love.
they made love in the mountains, they made love in the streams, they made
Drink
love
tap water.
in the valleys, they made love
I
in
think
their
I'm so
dreams.
conditioned not to that it doesn't occur to me.
But when he was
But I grew
strange,
up drinking
there was
tap water.
nothing to say, cause
I didn't
mostly
drink water a
they
lot
made
either.
love 10
Drink a
miles
lot of
away.
Coke and
How many miles away?
But dreaming just
They
comes
made
natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart.
God. Good God, John. Kill us. Just kill us. Jesus.
One more time.
Mostly they made love from 5 miles away.
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on the way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. Yeah, she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and these are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I wouldn't. Well, I sat there at the table and I acted real naive, for I knew that topless lady had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the bar and she did the hoochie coo. Yeah, she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, go to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and about to leave that place, when just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, threw away our paper, went to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus on their own.
My God, what a song.
Wasn't that nice of him?
Yeah.
I thought that was decent.
Well, you must know the answer. So we moved to the country and did everything she said.
Yeah. Little flag crossings. I'm so grateful for them.
Who?
I say little, I I'm so appreciative. I don't even know if I might experience my life or if I just enjoy experiencing other people's lives. You know, when you tell me a story, it becomes very personal to me that I've enjoyed hearing those stories so much. The stories of Jenny meeting people or Don or people you've met in your life. Those stories mean a lot to me in my life. It's not that
Well, because they're like
not that I'm jealous or envious. I'm so
it's
grateful
like
for
little
their
seeds of things that we haven't been able to experience, but you kind of get to live it through
yeah,
them.
vicariously through someone else's
Yeah.
experience, and so much of the time that
You get to kind of enjoy the ride
Yeah.
without it.
Well, you know,
Have to go to
I'm
the
trying to
carnival.
remember, I'm trying to remember someone. There's someone itching in my mind to get out and I can't remember who it is. It'll pop out one of these days. Because I met him. I told you about the Beatles came to see us.
no.
We were playing in
Sorry.
in
I know,
Florida.
it's,
We were playing in Florida when the Beatles came and did Ed Sullivan. And so, they came to see us, and they left a note saying, with the waitress, "Tell the tenor singer to please come see us." So I went to their hotel. You couldn't see the lobby floor. There were so many women there.
No kidding.
So using my brain, I left.
It was too crowded, so he passed on the invitation.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was a little afraid. I was a little afraid.
It's just so
I was a little afraid they were gay. You know all that, and all that hair and stuff. So I missed my chance to meet the
Oh my
Beatles.
goodness.
Oh God.
Well,
All the people Janis Joplin could have slapped.
you met Janice?
What?
You met Janice?
Yeah, she slapped me.
Did she? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know that story. So she was saying I didn't know it. Okay.
There's not much more to tell.
Janice slapped you.
Well, we're dancing and she's got her hands all over my butt. So I put my hands on her butt and she slapped me.
Mm.
But I could see that because
She was flirty.
appearances.
You know she was flirty.
I sure was hard, I can tell you that. But she'll get grossed out so easily as that girl.
Oh, I don't want to hear any of those details. Not my business.
Oh. I said, why don't you go in another room? Let me hear some of those
Oh.
details. No.
Well, go ahead. Okay.
I'm joking.
We're in the man cave. I can. You go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. No, you met Jimi Hendrix. You met Janis Joplin. The Beatles came to see you. I don't know where you can go much higher than that. You opened for the Cream.
Yeah, well,
I love that story.
that was pretty good. We almost got killed. Thank God I didn't shoot you. If I'd have shot the opening act, I'm sure they'd have fired me. Yeah, and maybe put you in jail. But why did you shoot him? The man was crazy. He thought he was the opening act. Man. Oh, God. You can easily see why people are so messed up when they think that that might have been all right.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we hear of 9-year-olds being shot by the police and 5-year-olds and where is it?
What kills me is if you can't tell a 9-year-old, you sure shouldn't be shooting them.
But if a 9-year-old is brandishing a weapon,
Well, that's true.
yeah, I don't know the particular cases. So I mean,
Shoot
yeah.
that little prick.
There you go.
He's gonna kill somebody.
Oh, I had breakfast with Lloyd Hogan this morning. Gloria's brother, Lloyd.
I gotta get my friend back over here. You two are so much alike, it's incredible.
Oh, I'd love to have him back again.
So
I'd love to, Jim. Like I say, you're always, the door's always open to you folks. I mean, it is.
I want to call him up tonight and see if I can give him your number, see if I can arrange, because he really liked you.
That'd be wonderful.
And he is the most calm down, relaxed man. He's just so nice.
Yeah.
He's just a,
You remember him too, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we get a long enough conversation. You know,
I really
obviously
wish
not
you
long
would,
enough because-
you were talking about Bill Howard before,
yeah.
and I kind of changed the subject.
No,
I
no,
don't
it
mean to
wasn't
change the
Bill
subject
Howard.
from Bob
It
Costello,
was
but,
Bob Pastel.
well,
Oh
no,
my
but you were
God.
talking about Bill Howard before, and Drum didn't get a chance to meet him either, so,
He came into the other day when I was laying in bed and stayed for 3 hours and left. I got out of bed.
Well, that was really nice. of him.
yeah.
Where are you
It
living at?
was really nice meeting
He
him.
lives right outside of Stoughton, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. That's still quite a drive to come and see the visit.
Yeah,
That's
about
very
70
nice.
miles.
Yeah, that's very nice of them to take that time.
And he's the one who lost his wife.
Oh, okay.
The one that I said
Okay. Yeah.
she treated us all the same.
Yeah. No, I'd like to meet him as
As
well.
far as I'm concerned, that's one of the most.
He did meet him.
Oh, that's
Costello.
Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I know.
Yeah, I
That
think-
was like
My fault.
one of the most brilliant things I ever said to a group of people who were like feeling the same thing. And when I said she treated us all the same, it's just like a bolt of lightning went through them. They all just started weeping.
So it's Bob and Don? We were talking about Bob and
Robin.
Robert?
It's Robin.
Robin?
Her name was Robin.
Yeah, but who was the other friend we were talking about?
There was, Ron,
Okay, so Bob and Ron.
shoot, now I forgot. Hang on a second, Bill Howard,
Oh, Bill.
and the other one was Stephen
Bob.
Powers.
Yeah. Stephen Powers
out in
lives in L.A.
Right. But I was gonna say, it'd be nice if we could get the other two, all three could meet up and.
Well,
we
Bill
have a-
Howard used
a
to
forum for them,
own Rockford
Yeah.
Blacktop.
You know, they're welcome to meet here, and that way we'd have a,
Right.
and warmer
Any
it gets
chance
and-
Bill Howard would be able to come down? We could just have them guys meet right here like the last time.
Like I say, as the warmer it gets, the nicer we can just sit around outside and shoot the
God,
shit for
he's
a
so
day.
nice,
Yeah.
Bill Howard.
If nothing else.
Okay, I gotta tell you, this is funny. Bill Howard had a couple of outrageously things he did thinking it was okay. He had these deer out in his pasture, and he decided that he could wrestle with this deer. So he was wrestling with the deer, and the deer threw him over a 10-foot fence.
I was gonna say, I could imagine it. Oh my goodness.
Hey, he said, I hit the ground, and I'm thinking like, let's see if he's gonna come after me. He said, he just started eating grass. And then one time we were out, and he had several small lakes on his property, and
Oh, beautiful.
pretty large property, and he comes along and he has a small lake, and he's gonna dive from like, I'd say 15 feet up in the air into the lake.
Oh, wonderful.
And what he didn't realize was the lake was a foot and a half deep.
Oh, goodness. Oh, he's lucky he didn't paralyze himself.
Oh, God. We laughed. Even he laughed. You know, he's like, good God, I thought this was deeper than that. I said, why don't you try another side and see if it's better? No, I learned my lesson. Oh, God. I really like living with the Howards.
I was a nuisance to my older brother when I was a child. I was 3 years younger, so you know how younger brothers can be a nuisance to their older brothers sometimes. So there was an old slough down in Dubuque behind where Junie's is now, where Eagle Windows and Doors is. There was an old slough down there, and it was just probably only a foot and a half of water and then about 2 foot of mud. You know, it's just a fill area. And my brother took me out on a raft one day and tied me to the stick in the middle of the thing and told me that there were alligators in the swamp and that it was 10 foot deep. So I got brave. I thought I can outswim an alligator. So I dove head first into a foot and a half of water and 2 foot of mud. So when I came out, I was mud up to about here and then white from there on down, trekking through this little pond.
You should have waited till you got older and then, you know, put some drugs on him and he'd go to sleep and you kicked his ass and tied him out there.
So true story, Jim. I thought I was going to try to kill him. I wanted to kill my brother. So I took the railings. We lived on the second floor. Our brother basements were upstairs. So I took the railings out. I loosened the railings on the steps so that I thought he would lean up against them and fall to his death. You want to know what happened? I needed some help from him on my homework one night, and he was actually fucking nice to me. And I leaned back on my own trap and fell right down on the steps. So that's what I thought. It's just no good trying to get revenge.
Revenge. You know, I don't mind telling you, I would have given anything if they could have caught Hitler. Put him in one of those camps. Oh.
Yeah, I always like how people talk about time machines, what would they do? And I was like, well, just go back just before the night that they conceived Hitler and find some way to misdirect the two.
You know, there was a guy who had the drop on Hitler in World War I and didn't shoot him.
Didn't take the shot. No, it's not like they didn't try to kill him. I just heard about that. I didn't know about this, that they tried to poison Winston Churchill with chocolates. That Hitler's army tried to sneak a bomb in through his chocolates, but fortunately he didn't eat the chocolates. He'd already eaten some just before that. But I mean a bomb inside of chocolates to blow up Winston Churchill.
Yeah. Man, look at his teeth. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill was great. He and Roosevelt getting together, that was a winning team.
Yeah. Yeah, we needed each other at that time. Well, they needed us over there long before that, but it took us a while. We drug our feet for a long time in the Second World War.
One of my favorite stories still is Lincoln, when they said to him, they say you're two-faced. If I was two-faced, you think I'd wear this one?
Yeah.
He was an ugly man, but he was full of love and heart.
I think one of my favorite quotes was from Marcus Aurelius. He said, if someone speaks ill of you, they mustn't know you well, or they would have talked of your other faults as well. You know, so you know, it's like, oh, you think that's bad? You should hear this other stuff about the guy.
Boy, you look sleepy.
Am I? No. Mm-mm. I'm not. It's too much. I'm probably crashing from all that sugar. No, I'm good.
Well, I can always understand why ours are only half open.
I was just looking at the space mask.
That's the one that Dina made for us.
Who is that, Anna?
Dana?
Dina made that, yeah. That's the one I wear all the time.
Oh, you wear that all the time?
Who is this? Mimi or Anna?
Anna Vogelzang.
Oh,
I love her.
she's so beautiful.
Oh, she's really cool.
Does she sing?
Yes, she does.
Let's go see her.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
We need to get a driver and we'll sit in the back seat laughing and joking and they take us somewhere.
You think, Joe?
Who's that girl right there?
That's Anna Vogelzang.
This is
Oh, she did a Tiny Desk concert. Oh, that's her submission.
Does she live around here?
She lived up in Madison area for a while. She performed here. She performed here on the backstage.
yeah, all these pictures that you see here, people have performed here.
Would you please let me know next time?
She was one of the very earliest. I mean, her.
There she is doing a Joni Mitchell cover.
Okay.
Backstage video.
That looks like Lenny.
Sorry. There's a lot going on right here. Parties and children and pets.
Girls out.
And pizza. And so
got a beautiful voice.
Standing on Christmas, cutting down trees, putting up reindeers, singing songs of joy.
Joni Mitchell.
On each river, I can see clear.
Not the best audio.
Yeah.
The guitar's too loud.
It's all snow, stage green, big light wind.
That's nice, but she's got better
Yeah,
audio
there's lots
than that.
better stuff than that for Anna. That was just a Joni Mitchell cover. But she's got a lot of original stuff out here.
Oh, wait a minute. Andy
That's
Hope
not
first.
her. So she's doing an Anna Volgazine
Yeah,
cover.
doing a cover of Anna Volgazine,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a mix. Let's see, Bad Romance, Die Trying.
I said I'd keep you around to keep me honest,
Yeah, see, I used to her quite a
around to
bit ago.
keep me clean, shining fluorescence. You said as long as you feel okay, as long as you're getting out of bed each day, as long as you're doing your best. But what if this is not my best? What if this is not my best? Whoa, oh, oh, oh. I said you hold this
my wife Janet
Christmas
likes
in your
cello.
hands.
Oh, did you?
It's the
Yeah,
only
piano.
place I
It's a
can
beautiful
live.
instrument.
I am a prop airplane.
We went to Vienna.
You said as long as you're showing up
cello
on
to
time,
Vienna.
as long as
So they
they
said, we'll get you
believe
cello.
that you're really
And
smiling,
then we're supposed to start
as
practicing
long
bringing
as
the
you're
cello.
doing your
She picked it up about 3 or 4 inches off the floor and like,
is not
back down and said,
my
how old is that cello? They said, well, at least 400 years old. She didn't touch that cello again. They carried out. She played it. When she finished playing it, they carried it in so she could tune it. And they carried it back. That cello was, the sound filled the room.
just to hear your
And we're
voice.
playing
I
in
said
like
I
a
wanted just
400-year-old
feel
room.
you up against me. See, baby,
Yeah, we went to America here and Philly's almost 200 years old. We're going to 2,000-year-old buildings.
our
Yeah.
porch and in the mornings they keep me up. Good God, I wish you were here. And we lie on our backs and the roof starts to spin and it's all I can do to keep it inside. And we lie on our backs and the roof starts to spin and it's all I can do not to start crying.
Was that the very first show?
This is pretty.
Foreign blood, I mean,
Huh?
I'm Dutch.
Was that the
I
first
think
show?
that they are known for bad
No.
behavior.
Anna was during the garden show, the garden tour.
Yeah, but Anna Flag, remember she did the first show up with
Eyes
Black
are
Woman,
wide,
Black
you said
Woman
as
did their
long
first
as your
webcast up there, the very
throat
first.
is open, as long
As
long as you're
I
doing your best.
didn't know if she came right through here and did one photo shot of it, or if they gave a time, or who was our first show.
What if this is not my best? Well, I'm gonna die trying.
Well, she would have been the first show that Denny did then. With the Black Moon Boys, or with Bowman.
What if
Bowman would have been involved in that one then.
No, that was deputy.
Is that my hero?
Did you see the Galena Road show?
I'm gonna die trying.
I did. Was it video, I mean, or?
I do a video, I think.
What did it really?
I'll get one for you.
That's it.
It's,
Oh, I was gonna look up jimpost.com. You were saying something about your website?
I don't know, I haven't even seen it. It starts out, I'm playing the guitar real fast, you know. It starts out millions and millions of years ago. The Akoots Mountains stood north of Galena. Up you get how many feet high. Oh God, yeah. Beautiful.
No, it doesn't come up. The town forgot's the best thing I got from the 19...
There's the Jim Post web page. There's the Jim Post web page.
Illinois, a town of 3,800, tucked away in the north of the state. It's easy to recognize Galena. The architecture is lovely, the scenery breathtaking, the people friendly. You see, in the late 1800s, time forgot about Galena. Progress passed it by. As the mayor says, that's probably the finest thing that ever happened to it. The song being played at Raleigh's restaurant in Galena speaks of a time when life was slow and
God,
so
it was
mellow.
great, wasn't it?
1980s.
Galena townspeople say that time still lives in their town. Mayor Frank Einsweiler puts it this way.
What one might say is that fortunately progress passed
Is
us
this the
by.
mayor?
Galena has a river and hills and lovely 19th century architecture. An ambassador to Belgium lived here. A steamboat captain here. A dry goods merchant here. There is a lot to titillate the eye.
Being an artist, I found out that all you needed is to turn around and there was a vista of something to paint.
That's Edward G. Kelly. Formerly a Chicagoan, he now runs an antique store on Main Street. Not an uncommon occupation in Galena. Main Street curves 1.5 miles through town with buildings vintage 1820s through 1850s. They're filled with people who appreciate old ways, old things. A stained glass artist works in what was the town's first metal front building. Just across the street is Carl Johnson's studio. Carl was once a commercial designer in Hinsdale. Then he saw Galena. Now he's painting watercolors of the town that
I've
bewitched
seen
him.
lots of his work.
It's been called the Queen City of the Midwest and one of the last remaining jewels of Victorian architecture and all that kind of stuff. And it's true.
If you want to find out more about Galena's past, Carl will send you to Alfie Miller's house. In the 1930s, Alfie started collecting a few pictures of the town. Now, he has 10,000.
I have never lived anywhere else, so I don't know what another town it would be like as far as, but to me, I've loved it and I want to see it preserved. That's why I've saved all these pictures.
Alfie has pictures of what built Galena, like the lead mines. In fact, the word Galena means lead ore. The town supplied nearly all the country's lead in the mid-1800s. Steamboats built Galena too, hauling lead and other commodities. With the Galena River feeding into the nearby Mississippi, the town was a bustling river
That was
port,
the
the
Antarctica.
largest north of St. Louis.
When the French, the Irish, and then learned about
That's
the
Miss
mineral
Kitty's.
here, they all came over here to get rich quick. And of course, we were 20,000 people and Chicago was 4 Dearborn. In 1847, there were 45 grocery stores on Main Street and 30 saloons.
Well, the railroads mostly bypassed Galena, and the river started to silt up, and the miners left their lead for gold out west. The town was frozen in time.
Nobody could see any future in Galena. And so they didn't invest any money in Galena. It's probably the finest thing ever happened to it.
The mayor likes to say that Galena's past is its future, and there's a lot of that to bank on. This is U.S. Grant's home. He moved to Galena right before the Civil War. Right after the war, the townspeople gave their hero this house. It was from here Grant campaigned for the presidency. Most of the furniture is original. This is where he slept, where he ate, where his meals were cooked. We're told he liked corn and pork and beans, and the nearer he came to burning up the meat, the better he liked it. State historian Pete Campbell says there's a reason why Galena supplied the North with 9 Civil War generals, Grant included.
They knew the right people at the right time, one being Elihu Washburn, who was our congressman at that time, who was a very powerful political figure in the Republican Party.
If you had peered through this frosty window 90 years ago, you'd have seen the same picture. John Martinson now keeps alive the traditions of the blacksmiths that preceded him in the shop. He bends his steel into everything from weather vanes to sculpture, and is a living history lesson for those who come by.
We
came down as tourists and visited the town and really liked the town, and then saw the shop and noticed that it wasn't being used. And the old blacksmith's son is still in town here, and he showed us through, and we were very interested in trying to see how blacksmiths would do in this town, in this time.
Nancy Emily first came as a tourist too. Now she's written a book about why her family moved to Galena from Evanston. She found a friendliness just as warm and as captivating as the old buildings.
Every commercial encounter is virtually a social encounter as well. And you walk in the bank and the teller says, "Hi, Nancy," and you walk in the drugstore and you chat about your children.
Alfie Miller knows what Nancy's talking about.
You make your friends, you talk to your neighbors. In Chicago, they tell me they don't know who lives next to them, they don't care. They don't want to know even. See, well, we want to know them. We'd sit on the porch and talk to each other and help each other.
Oh, I think that's what's her name?
You may have noticed the townspeople are partial to this place, none more than Carol Ryan Sullivan, who was caught in Galena's spell a few years ago. We'll leave you where we began, Raleigh's Restaurant, with Carol Sullivan singing of a town that sounds a lot like hers.
Carol Sullivan?
Yeah.
From the art place?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you know who we're talking about?
41 years ago.
I know.
With streets that I can go and places I can go where everybody knows.
When I first came to this town, I was doing so good. She was jealous of me. And then she got where she liked me.
Wow, isn't that nice?
Yeah. That's the thing about this town. All of a sudden find out somebody that you've been for a long time can do some incredible thing, you know. Like collect pictures
Mayor
on the wall.
Einsweiler says that the trick is to attract tourists to Galena without becoming a tourist trap. As it is now, 85% of the town is considered a National Historic District. That means no building's exterior can be changed without going through City Hall. The mayor says Galena will keep its charm as long as the person in his chair enforces those preservation laws.
Next on 2 on 2, a report on some youngsters who may be building their future with toy bricks.
Look at that.
I don't know. It's kind of gooby looking.
Yeah.
Well, the Galena Roadshow didn't come up. That's what I got in place of it.
So yes, there is a gempost.com.
Has anybody gone to the page?
Well, it's not a page. It's a well, it's a page, but it's like it's got its own internet address. It's not like a page in a Facebook, so you can't really see who's going there.
Will you help me make one? I'll pay you for doing it.
You have a Facebook. You have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, really what you need is Facebook.
It may be wise to have one.
Well, it might be, yeah. It's kind of confusing. Which one is your most recent one? Now this one here has this photo posted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that must be pretty current. And it also has this picture of all of us. as your profile photo.
Jesus, it's all of us. Oh, I'm in the very back in the black hat.
Isn't that wild?
It is wild, I'm telling you.
That's a fun photo, isn't it?
It makes me happy. I'd love to have a copy. I'll blow it up.
It's on your Facebook
See,
page.
Charles? Yeah, it's on your profile picture on your Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. That's what everybody gets to see when they see you.
You got 1,200 friends on there.
That's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does that mean I could write them and then,
Here's some of the old Charlotte Web stuff.
7 o'clock p.m.
What's that for?
Every hour show.
Oh, it does.
I'm doing that since you got here.
I know, that's why I'm freaking out about what's going on. I thought that was something to do with the phone before.
No, it's a bot telling you the time.
Oh, somebody just put, I hate heroin.
Well, darn.
So
geez.
it must,
Boy,
somebody
they really
else
take a
must,
platform
I
and
know.
everything.
Must be
Someone's friend just died from it. Probably.
Someone must have just died from it, yeah.
I hate that.
Sorry, Jim, I forgot you had someone pass away from.
It doesn't bother me. If I did, other people did. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, when it's needless.
Yeah. Boy, who is this?
Imogene Heap was her name. She's one of my favorites.
Is she from Galena?
No. She lives in Jeff Baxter. You never met Jeff, did you?
What?
You never met Jeff Beck, did you?
I think I did, but it was just like,
He's my favorite guitar player.
I see only what I wanna see.
if I had Randy Sabine here to do a tour with me, could he stay at your house? Thank you very much. He would find something very interesting. He would see things around you. Brilliant man.
I'd be honored, yeah.
Oh, she's good. Well, that's John Prine thing.
Oh, my phone just died.
Give me a copy. Really love it.
Yeah, I don't think I have the same copy. That's alright, I don't really need my phone.
But I've got an eye over there, an iPhone over there. No, I haven't upgraded that far yet.
Oh, it's a good looking woman.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's fun. I wonder if I have that on my Alexa app, my music. I sure like that song. I think I do.
You are my living world. You are only living world.
God, I really like her.
Oh,
oriental guitar player. You see him down there, he has hair down to the middle of his back. I'm thinking somewhere. He's on the big stars. He's oriental. He's very happy. Man, did you hear that people are shooting Chinese people in America?
I see only what I want to
Shooting
see.
anybody, but yeah, that's so ridiculous that you go after a race.
I'll be only who I want to be. Da-da-da-da. My blanket covers me, covers me, covers me, covers me. One day I'll be only what I wanna be. I'll see only who I wanna see. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. My blanket covers me.
Wow.
Imogene, yeah.
Well, do you think you could possibly take me home?
Yes, I can do that right now. Good
Right.
timing. Very good. Okay, so then,
Can you show me how to get all this different stuff on the TV someday?
All this stuff?
Yeah.
well, we'll just keep bringing you over.
Yeah.
Now that we got go ahead to get you out of there, we can bring you over here anytime. You can come over and see my place. We can go out to eat. We can do all kinds of stuff.
I haven't even seen your new place.
I know.
Don't forget you have my
We can
sound
go
system.
visit Pearl. We could
You
do
have
all
my
kinds
sound
of things.
system. Don't forget you have my sound system.
Oh, how could I forget?
Well,
She ain't going nowhere on you, Jimmy.
okay.
That's one thing we're hopeful for anyway. I don't think you're gonna run off right away, right, Griffin?
No, not for a couple
Not
years.
a couple days anyway.
Couple years.
Yeah, that's it. St. Vincent just came out with a new one this morning.
No?
Yeah, it's already got 62,000 views on it. Oh, I take that back. Yeah, it came out yesterday morning.
The melting of the sun.
You've never seen the video that Ronnie Frank did, have you? Ronnie Frank's a friend of ours. They did it down in the Conflict Hills here about, about a year ago.
I don't know. I was down there that day. Yeah, it's hard to say, you know.
So this is my friend Ronnie Frank, and this is all videotaped down at.
Was that just last summer?
Yeah, would have been early last summer, I guess.
During the pandemic.
This is Conflict Hills. This is all videotaped down in Conflict Hills. I think you'll like the video.
God, I love the sound of trains.
That's our friend Ron. That's our friend Ron. You met Ron before.
Have you and Ron watched this a million times already?
I've watched it more probably than anyone. I really enjoy it. I really have. I'm really proud of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think we'll do a wonderful job.
No doubt.
Ron came in one day and goes, I played the old man. I'm in a video. I played the old man. This is the video.
Standing in the window up at Heaven's Ranch,
watching angels flying by. Nobody even gave me half a chance. Must have been an easy day to die. The light up here is high and wide.
I think you've met Addison before.
Is this where
Spilling out around the veil,
This is Addison singing.
and I can hardly stand it.
he's a good singer.
I must have lost my shades. I've been drinking from a different cup. Liquid fire at the rail. The train of glory passing by. Must need a little more time. A little more time. I know they're coming for me. I feel them out on the edge, with heavy air and pushing light, and no direction yet. Well, I was drinking from a different cup. Liquid fire at the rail. Whoa, train of glory pass me by. Must need a little more time. A little more time. A little more time. Need a little more. They pass me by just one more time. I guess I didn't get my fill.
I didn't get my bill.
The sudden shock and quick release. One more round at the mill. Well, I was drinking from a different cup, with liquid fire at the rail. Train of glory passing by. Must need a little more time. A little more time.
Is that a father and son?
Actually, it's supposed to be the same person, but they're kind of father and son. You're not my dad.
Do they? Oh my God.
Addison did that to Ron. one
Ron's
time.
dating Addison's mom.
Wait now.
Ron is dating Addison's mom.
Addison?
Addison, the guy, singer,
Yeah,
the young guy.
yeah.
His mom is dating Ron, the guy, the old guy,
Yeah, this guy is dating this kid's mom.
right now, currently, really.
Currently, yeah, in
In
real
real
life. So we have a joke that Addison always says to Ron, it's like, "You're not my dad." Addison's a real nice kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I'm real proud of the video. I'm really happy to see something like that come out of the area.
Mm-hmm. That's
What do you think of it,
who
Jimmy?
is that does it?
Beautiful.
Oris
An
Media.
Addison. Or not an
Oris Media.
Yeah, but the kid's name was
Eric?
Who was the drummer for Crisis?
Kaiser?
Eric Kaiser. I was wondering if it was Ken's kid.
I would have saw something from Ken, I would have thought.
Yeah. But well, I didn't mean to keep you here extra long, Jimmy, but I hope you'd enjoy
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Oh no, you kidding? I'm really enjoying myself. I hope
Oh,
I didn't
thanks.
stay too long.
That was really nice. And we'll come back.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that,
So-
probably, yeah.
So I can invite Bob up.
Yes, you can. And he's got a place to stay.
Yeah. I hope you invite Bill Howard too.
Yeah, I just said, invite Bill, I got 2 bedrooms. We could all meet on the same weekend, it'd be fun, wouldn't it?